Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Countdown to Kickoff. Presented by Caps Pizza.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready for Vero football. Christian FM Sports brings you the insights into the Fighting Indians with Matt Paris, Bobby Paris, Derek West, Gary Paris. Now, the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
We are live from Billy Living's Field at the Citrus Bowl. Week 3, Vero is back home to host the Cocoa Tigers. Hey, Vero Nation, welcome to Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Caps Pizza. There's still a buzz in the air from the win last week versus Buchholz. It was a dramatic win, and the Indians played an outstanding football game. The challenge is to put that game behind you and focus on your next opponent, Cocoa. The Tigers are the defending 2A state champs. This is their third consecutive title, and they are the odds-on favorite to win again this season. The last meeting was here in 2021. Vero lost 42-41 after failing to convert a two-point play to win the game. So, will this be a part of the revenge tour for Vero Beach this season? We'll find out shortly. We got an hour before we get to kickoff. We'll check in with Matt and Derek down on the field. We'll also hear from Bobby Paris, who's got another episode of Women of the Fighting Indians. Gary and I will talk about last week's dramatic win and getting set for your next tough opponent in the Cocoa Tigers. But first, Matt's standing by with our head coach, Lenny Jankowski, to talk about last week's road win and getting set for tonight's tough contest against the 2A defending state champ Cocoa Tigers. Matt?
Well, thanks, Paul. Well, Coach Jay, what an exciting game Vero played last week as you traveled all the way to Gainesville to play one of the top-ranked teams in the state in Buchholz. Vero came away with a win 28-24. Unbelievable. Let's not talk about that last drive because we're going to save that one for a little bit later because that was incredible. But what were some of the key moments in the game offensively?
Well, yes, thank you first and foremost. It was a fun night, up in Gainesville, and obviously, coming away with a big win against a very talented football team is always puts you in a little better frame of mind and a little better mind space. And so, but there were some great things that happened offensively. I think to start with, just getting off to a good start, and EJ getting his first start at quarterback of the season, and really settling in at that position and leading our team. I just think that, his presence back there and his comfortability was very apparent early on. And starting with the first drive, I think we had a couple third down conversions that were very key. And every Monday I do a little segment with our players with a few clips in the good category, in the bad category, in the ugly, the old good, bad, and ugly thing. And so the one of the clips on that first drive that I thought was people may not remember the individual play, but it was a third down and short, maybe 3rd and 2 or 3, and ran a little pass concept, and EJ was able to go through his progression and find Xavier Stinson coming across the middle for a big gain, and I just think that right then and there, you saw how EJ was comfortable and just running our offense. And I think so that was a key. Obviously we had a situation and we were able to finish drives with touchdowns. I think, obviously early in the game to set that tone, because you talk to anybody about Buchholz, obviously they're a team that's been to the Final Four the last 3 years in a row, but the strength of their team this year, far and away is their defense. And so to be able to go against that kind of talent, and do the things that we were able to do offensively, I think really set the tone early on, but be able to finish those drives with touchdowns. And the one drive that people may remember from watching the game is the one that starts. We thought that the punt was called a touchback by the official, or we saw the signal. Then they had a little conference and decided to give us the ball, inside the 1 yard line. And so to start that drive at the, like I said, inside the one and finish with a touchdown and a 99-plus yard touchdown drive, again, is just one of those things that, I try to impress our players with it. I do, and as crazy as it sounds from an offensive standpoint, I never mind being backed up because I do feel like you've got all that space to work, and all that field to work. And I know that it gets, some people's nerves and people get a little, a little bit tight back there. But, I've always kind of enjoyed being back there. I probably would choose not to be, but when those opportunities present itself, try to, take advantage of it. And so, again, I'm just very proud of it was a total team effort, but we were able to get off to the good start in the first half. The second half, we didn't have as much luck, and I say the word luck. There's a lot that goes into that. We couldn't stay ahead of the chains on our first couple drives, and some self-inflicted wounds with some penalties, and we were in some horrible down and distance type plays and situations, and so not so favorable until, as you mentioned, that last drive we ended up pulling some stuff out of it there on the last one.
Coach, let's talk about that. We're down 24-21. Buchholz just went down, kicked a field goal. We got to go, I think it's, we got to try to get into field goal range, but I think there's like a minute and a half to go. Talk about that drive.
Yeah, so we were, just going through a game, a very physical game, and we were down a few guys just with injuries and bumps and bruises and bangs and all that happens during the course of the game. And so we're making some adjustments and had an opportunity to get Jordan Crutchfield on the field offensively, and Jordan is as our fans know, one of our starters on defense and a key cog to our defensive scheme each and every week. Well, he's also, as we now know, a talented offensive player, but he was limited in what we had. We had small packages for him on offense, and so one of the packages that we had for Jordan is our hurry-up package, and so we were able to get that on the field, and it just worked out personnel-wise to have that group out there. And so we go into hurry-up mode, and with, like you said, a minute 30 left, and the very first play of the drive, Crutch makes a great catch. EJ shows some escapability, gets the ball out, and gives him a chance to catch it, and he makes a great catch. And so we leave, some of that personnel on the field and go to some other things, and he does it two more times, with just some crazy plays. And again, there's a lot involved there. We've got, protection that's needed. EJ had to handle a bad snap at one point. There's just a lot in the dramatic finish, and we still score with whatever 20-something seconds left, and still need some more theatrics to secure the win. But it was a fun night. Obviously, our second year in a row playing Buchholz. Last year we played him at the Citrus Bowl. This year up there, and have had some great games, and got a lot of respect for Coach Whittemore and his staff, and they're always so very well coached and a lot of talent, and so we felt fortunate coming away with the win. Really excited about the way our kids finished and played, and it was an enjoyable night.
Coach, after that game, you had mentioned to me, we tell these kids all the time, and we've heard it ourselves as player, you got to want it more, and Jordan Crutchfield wanted it more that time. When we come back, we're going to get Coach's thoughts on the defensive effort from last week's game. We'll be right back.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles to 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554. Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back. Well, Coach Jay, let's talk about your defense from last week's victory over Buchholz. They were able to get some timely stops in the game.
Sure did, and Buchholz is not an easy team to prepare for, especially with that number 13. I think people recognize him as one of the better offensive players in the state. He had an unbelievable junior year and committed obviously to the University of Florida, and again, just one of the premier players, and so tough just watching his, how he goes about things. But anyway, the way that their offensive staff utilizes that guy is very, very impressive, and make our lives as defensive coaches miserable, just because they get very creative in how to get him touches, get him the football. Nothing is easy, and so our defensive coaches did a great job in preparation, and really I thought made some really nice second half adjustments at halftime. Once you were able to see their cards and what the plan was and how that was gonna go down. I thought that our defensive staff did a great job in making some adjustments to make life a little bit more difficult on their offense, especially in getting the ball to 13, because we had a little touch chart, and he surely got his share of touches in the first half. And so but all in all, you can't just, it's still 11-man football, and they've got guys and really good players, and so you can't just make it about one guy. But I was just impressed with the way the grit and the determination and the effort that our defense played with. I mean, Buchholz has a really, really big, strong offensive line, and I thought that our physicality matched theirs. I think that's probably a fair statement. I know I had an opportunity to talk to Coach Whittemore, their head coach, on Monday after our game, and in his phone call to me, he was impressed with that part of things, and so although I feel like at times we were a little bit outsized up front from their O-line to our D-line, I felt like our guys got after it and played with a lot of grit and determination. Had some big games, individual games. I thought that Lance Stone, a linebacker, I thought he played one of his best games here at Vero, and Jamarion Hillsman had a really nice game on defense with a bunch of tackles and some key plays. Obviously, Jordan Crutchfield did some things to help neutralize number 13, especially in the second half. And then Jaden Haywood, I thought, at corner, I thought he was able to make some plays, even in the first half when he was, isolated at times, on the Williams kid. So all in all, like I said, we did enough to win. The second half was better than the first. And we've talked about this in years past. I don't know if we've talked about it much this year, but the games are so, each phase of the game complements the other, and you got to have it all going. And I think we've got some cleanup to do in all three phases, but it's surely good to be cleaning it up after a couple nice wins, especially this one here, up in Gainesville.
Coach, one of the things that I saw that I think helped, because, we were a little undersized, but the rotation that you have on that defensive line is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't think people recognize and realize what a great job that Coach Bethel does year in and year out in getting these guys ready, to establishing depth, to keeping guys fresh, and to, it's one thing to keep guys fresh, but I think to not have the drop off from the first shift to the second shift to the next guys in, and to allow those guys to continue to play with the with a lot of good end results. So I was impressed, and I think the effort was surely noticeable.
Well, that's Coach Jankowski wrapping up last week's win over Buchholz, 28-24, an outstanding victory. When we come back, we're going to find out from Coach where some of our Vero Beach players are at the next level. We'll be right back.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com. Christian FM is supported by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping Incorporated, providing licensed and insured services in Vero Beach since 1991. Their services include lawn care, landscape design, irrigation, pest and termite control, mosquito misting systems, and seasonal preparation. Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping takes pride in always keeping your property looking its best. 772-569-8680 or CaribbeanLawn.com. Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic, when the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or ParisFamilyChiro.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Matt Paris here with Coach Lenny Jankowski. Coach, college football has started, which means there are a lot of our former Fighting Indians out there playing. If we wanted to see some of them, where could we find them?
Yeah, I was telling our guys the other day that it's a very fun time of the season where college football starts. Football's what everybody's thinking about, and to have all these guys, get an opportunity to move on to the next level is always a lot of fun to track them and keep track of them and all that's involved with that. But and really, it's a struggle sometimes for me to remember. And you put me on the spot like this, but the easiest ones I guess the easiest one for me to remember, if I don't, my wife would get upset with me, is my son Ryan, who graduated this past spring and went into the transfer portal, and he's now at the University of Rhode Island. So proud of Ryan and what he's doing. He's working on his master's and has 2 more years of eligibility up there. And so we'll see how all that turns out. And then if anybody was watching national TV this past weekend for the start of college football, may have seen our guy TJ Alford in the big Ohio State uniform as Ohio State took on and defeated Texas in one of the bigger games of the weekend. So TJ's up at Ohio State. We had Vandravius Jacobs, who's now at South Carolina, and started at wide receiver for South Carolina. Another big game. I believe that was played on Sunday. I was just talking to Dre last night and told him that that I'd watched every play and was very proud of him. We've got Davon Hicks that's at Georgia Southern. We've got David Reese, believe it or not, who's still involved with college football and is now at Syracuse. We've got, of course, one of our guys, Ephraim Floyd, that's at East Tennessee State and had a bunch of catches in his first game. We've got Javian Cuff, who's now transferred from the University of Buffalo to a school down in Texas, University of Texas, Rio Grande or something like that. And so Javian still has another year left. We've got Kesney Brown, who was up in Gainesville with us, had a chance. He's at Long Island University as they took on the Florida Gators, and Kes had several tackles and I think even a tackle for loss. So it was great to see him on TV. We've got Chase Stevens, one of our former offensive linemen, who's now at Kennesaw State. Some may remember Jaden Meisinger, a great player here, who was at Kaiser and won a national championship. He went into the portal, and he's at Drake University in Iowa. Tyler Wren is up at UCF for the UCF fans. Tyler's changed positions and now playing running back at UCF, so that's exciting and been exciting to follow and keep up with Tyler. Keanu Coote, who originally signed with Alabama, also went into the portal, and he's now at Vanderbilt, so look for big things from Keanu. We got Tyler Aronson, who was a quarterback here a couple years ago and was at SMU and has recently transferred, and so look forward to watching Tyler. We've got R.J. Jones and Amar Reynolds, both playing DBs at Illinois, University of Illinois. We've got Deuce Montgomery, his little brother. I had a chance to watch him in the JV game. His little brother's a freshman, also wearing number 75, and his mom told me Deuce is wearing the infamous 75 at Austin Peay University. And so, goodness, we got a bunch of guys out there all doing great things, and just want, if those guys, I know those guys like watching us on YouTube, and if they're listening, just want them to know how very proud we are, and I'm speaking not just for myself but of our entire staff. So keep it up, guys. Good work.
Coach, I think they just had something in the paper. It was about Vero and how many players we actually have at the next level. Explain some of that. I didn't read the article.
Yeah, so the ESPN, local ESPN down in West Palm, made a little blip, or had a little story of all of the local schools, Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast, and they updated my statistics and mentioned that we at Vero have the most guys on current college rosters of any team, any program in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. So again, really excited and proud of these guys, and thank you to the ESPN group for mentioning us.
Another reason that just makes us proud to be a Fighting Indian. We're getting closer to kickoff against Cocoa, and we're going to get Coach's thought on that game when we come back. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system, thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, we're getting ready to kick off against Cocoa. Cocoa's resume, and I know you know this very well, they are on a three-peat. They've had 3 straight state titles, but they got 7 overall. This is a perennial powerhouse. They're coming to the Citrus Bowl. What can you tell us about them?
Yeah, I mean, I think you said just about all that needs to be said. I mean, they're it goes back to I knew their former coach, Coach Wilkerson, who's now up at New Smyrna, and he had Cocoa rocking and rolling back in the day, and then since Coach Ryan Snyder has taken it over, and as you mentioned, has 3 in a row, 3 state championships in a row, and I think when you talk about Cocoa, and it doesn't matter if you're here on the Treasure Coast, if you're on the Space Coast, if you're down in South Florida, if you're in Georgia, wherever you're at, you say Cocoa High School, and people recognize their football program for what these guys have done and accomplished. Obviously, 3 consecutive state championships, I think, speaks volumes. We're a very talented football state, and those guys have rattled those 3 off in a row. We haven't played them in several years. We, I think 4 or 5 years ago, played them here at the Citrus Bowl and had an overtime game with them. It was very, very exciting. I remember that one where I think we scored in overtime. We had the ball first, scored in overtime, and kicked the extra point. And I think we may have held them to 4th down, and they scored and went for 2 and ended up beating us by 1. And really, really exciting football game. Obviously disappointing, to finish the way we did, but it was a great game. I've known Coach Ryan Snyder for a long time, and he does a great job, a really strong offensive mind, and he's got a great staff, great players. There's so many little things involved to have a program. You don't just get lucky and win 3 in a row. I mean, they do a lot of things the right way, and so we're excited to get an opportunity to them. Ryan and I spoke in the off season about hopefully trying to keep this game going each year, where we can do a home and away and keep this little thing going, because I think it's good for both communities, both football communities. Obviously, it's a huge challenge for us to get an opportunity to play a team like this. I would like to think that maybe we present some challenges to them, and I think it should be great competition. I think it should be great for the fans, for our fan base, for their fan base. I think we've got a pretty nice atmosphere here at the Citrus Bowl, and so I'm hoping that it's packed tonight, because we surely could use that home field advantage, and really looking forward to this one. It's just one of those games that you look forward to, and it's you kind of see where you stand, and we've had a good week of practice. Feel like we've, through our practice efforts this week, should put us in a position to have a chance tonight.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you sitting down with us. We'll let you get to the players. We'll be right back with more Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place, or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Storr from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here in a former Fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians!
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, hey, Vero Nation, thanks for joining us as we get set for Week 3 of high school football. It's going to be a good one here tonight at the Citrus Bowl, as Vero Beach will host the Cocoa Tigers, defending 2A state champs. In fact, they are a three-peat right now, and odds on that they may hit number 4 sometime or this year possibly. So it's going to be a good matchup tonight. Hey, we want to welcome you inside our broadcast booth presented by Game Day Men's Health of Vero Beach. I'm Paul Tipton along with Gary Parris. And Gary, last week, Vero Beach on that long road trip to Gainesville, 3.5 hours to take on the Buchholz Bobcats, and turned out to be quite the ball game. Vero Beach, again, got out. This has kind of been a little bit of the MO, Gary, where Vero Beach gets off to a quick start, fast start, and then, the other team comes back. Of course, you were playing really good teams, so you kind of expect them to fight back, and they did. And of course, it came down to the end, Gary. That last 90 seconds, Vero Beach took 1 minute to go 80 yards and get a touchdown thanks to Jordan Crutchfield.
Well, yeah, and again, give them credit. They're a good team, good coach, well coached, well disciplined. They made some adjustments. They saw what we were doing and the things we were doing out there, and they were picking up our scheme as fast as we could get it going. And their team is well disciplined, good tacklers, and you saw that when it allowed them to catch up. That we slowed down a little bit there on our offense, and they were able to catch up and then took a lead in the second half. But it was not over. It was not over.
Yeah.
3 plays, 75 yards to one guy, Jordan Crutchfield, who made fantastic catches on all 3 of them. It was kind of like to White. Step back, look upfield, look, and then turn and throw it to wherever he is.
Yeah.
And he did. He laid it up there beautiful, Paul. and I'm talking about 3 catches. The second catch was one where he literally took it out of the defender's hands and came down with it.
Yeah.
And he took pride in that. He said, hey, that was my ball. He told you and I at Caps that, hey, listen, those balls were up there. I wanted to make sure I got them.
Yeah.
And he did a great job. Went down the field, and on the I think it was the 5th play, he catches the third of his catches in the end zone. Beautiful job coming back to get the ball. And, boy, he's just a natural athlete. Plays defense, had a good game defensively, but he was our offensive player of the game.
I know, right? We had a little bit of a Freaky Friday for our players of the game. Romeo Vargas, who plays on the offensive line, had a good game defensively on that defensive line, so he was our defensive player. And then Jordan Crutchfield, who predominantly plays defense, had that great series in the last drive, and he became our offensive player of the game. So a little bit of reversal there, but nonetheless, a couple of great players that helped us get that win, and Vero Beach now improves to 2-0, Gary. And I want to talk about the play of E.J. White. Now, he comes into this ball game against Buchholz knowing he's going to be the starter, much different than it was for O'Galley, where he starts out as receiver and then shifts over to quarterback. Now he's got a different mindset. He knows he's got to lead the troops down the field. He did a masterful job.
And everybody's got 2 games of film on him.
Right.
A game and a half, basically, of film on him. They know his skills. They know what he can do very well. I was more impressed, not with his arm, but his ability to run last week. He did a great job of seeing the hole, finding it. The pressure one way, he'd step up and then take off and run. And then toward the end of the game, I loved the way he sat in the pocket, stepped up. The line gave him protection, time enough to do that. And they had a very good defensive line. And he stepped up and threw those balls like you look out there and you went, wow, I didn't expect that, maybe. From a guy that's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And he's been a part-time quarterback for 4 years since he's been here. And all of a sudden he looked in control of the game.
Yeah, I think one of the telltales was when he was throwing some of those deep passes. Not just to have the touch, but the accuracy on it. I mean, that's not easy to do, to hit, guys that are in stride, and he did a great job on the long ball.
Well, I thought Coach Jankowski set up a great scheme for him. I mean, he knew his athlete, he knew his talents, and he was able to work that around and work that in. And I thought that it was a really, really good scheme for the Fighting Indians. And we came away with a revenge victory. This is a team that beat us by a couple scores in the second half last year.
Yep.
So now we went up there and we put a little bit on them.
Yeah, we certainly did. And boy, what a fun night it was. I mean, it makes the drive even more enjoyable when you can walk away with a victory. Vero Beach now 2-0 will turn their sights now to tonight's contest, and it's Cocoa. And we'll talk more about the Tigers in just a moment. We'll step aside. More Countdown to Kickoff right after this.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Caps Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Caps offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Caps Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
The nonprofit Mental Health Association in Indian River County offers free walk-in screenings. No appointment is needed. Check out their other services at mhairc.org or walk in at 820 37th Place, Vero Beach, because it's okay to get help.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, Vero Beach gets a win last week against Buchholz, now 2-0 in a stretch that we knew was going to be a tough task for the Fighting Indians. So far, they have passed both tests from week 1 to week 2. Now they got week 3, another big test. the Cocoa Tigers. And Coach Ryan Snyder has done a masterful job at Cocoa over his starting his 8th season here at Cocoa. Gary, a guy that you know from his days at UCF, back as a quarterback back in the day. He has brought a renewed energy and vision to the Cocoa Tigers, as now they have won the state championship 3 consecutive years.
Well, his tutor was Mike Krusick. He was a quarterback coach, played quarterback for the Steelers when I was with Cleveland, and he was a great quarterback coach, really a great quarterback coach. Ryan had tons of yards throwing, threw the ball well. He had a soft pass. He had a long pass. He carried all that when he graduated and went into coaching. And he is a brilliant schemer too. Okay.
Yeah.
Lenny kind of suggested, he told us that he comes up with some good plays. He comes up with some good schemes, and he says it's a challenge when you play Ryan Snyder's team. And a lot of times what you may see out there is they like to get the ball short to the receivers, and it's an extension of their running game. They may not carry the ball 30 times tonight, and they may, but what we've seen the first 2 games, they've been throwing a lot of short passes.
Right.
And those guys are catching it and are getting upfield. It's just like a sweep right or sweep left or whatever you do, a little stick route. It's like you run. Everything's designed to get the ball in the athlete's hands and to get upfield. And that's what he's done with this team. This year it's a lot of real short passes, and you're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And you said the key word, athletes. One thing Cocoa has is athletes year in and year out. And a lot of, same situation with Vero Beach. Like the surrounding area loves to come play for a particular school. And the same is true in Brevard County. As Cocoa has had success, more and more players want to go play for Coach Snyder.
Well, Brevard County is a big county, and Cocoa has kind of corralled the north, and now Galley's become the team of the south.
Yeah.
And they're going to play each other here soon, I think.
Right.
But we already seen a Galley, and we know what they can do and how good they are. And so now we get a chance to see Brevard's other school of Cocoa. Cocoa is just like you said, Paul. You just get back to back to back. That's hard. I don't care who you are. I don't care what level it is. This team and this coach will play a lot of teams out there that are much better than they are. The Treasure Coast, or they'll play Osceola, or they'll go and play whoever they get. Vero Beach, Mainland. Those guys are not afraid to take on big teams and play big teams, because that's what Coach feels, that he has enough talent on his team that they can step up and play the good teams.
All right, Gary, for Vero Beach, you're coming off a dramatic win. There was a lot of emotion in that. How does Vero Beach kind of regroup, get focused, and set for tonight's contest?
Well, if you're not focused on the fact that they're 3-time repeat state champion, then, man, I'm going to tell you something. I like to have something that keeps me calm, but I'm going to tell you something right now. As a player, I would be excited about playing this team. It's their athletes, and we have our athletes.
Yep.
And it's going to find out who has the best group of athletes. I think Vero Beach will keep it very similar to what they've done the last few weeks, especially with White as quarterback, and he gets in there, and he's going to be able to not panic. He's starting to look like he's under control. He showed me something last week that he literally was in charge of the game.
Yeah.
In charge of the game.
Yep.
So
I agree. Well, it's going to be a good contest tonight. You still got time to get here to the Citrus Bowl in Billy Living's Field. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock, so we're not too far away from that. So get in the car, head on over here. We'd love to have you here and show the support for the boys here tonight, as they're going to take on a really tough team out of Cocoa and Coach Snyder and his Tigers here tonight. We'll step aside. We'll get a report down from the field when we come back. It's Countdown to Kickoff at your Christian FM.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, we're getting set for tonight's contest. It's week 3. Vero Beach hosting Cocoa here tonight at Billy Living's Field at the Citrus Bowl. Let's head down to the field and check in with the guys. All right, Derek, we talked a little bit last week about the Vero Beach defense coming up in critical moments, and certainly they did in that ball game. Starting to get the feel, Derek, that maybe that's going to be their identity, is coming up big in critical moments.
When it comes to MO for any team, one thing I love about the character of our team is that we'll give up some yards between the 20-yard lines, but when it comes crunch time and we actually have to get off the field, we'll do that. If you'll recall, we had 2 critical stops on 4th and short last week, and we were able to get off the field. The difference between this week and last week is whereas last week you had to worry about 1 player, this week you got to worry about 3. You've got number 4, Troy Silvers on. You've got number 5, Tank White. You've got number 14, Jamal Smith. These guys have combined for 240 yards and 6 of their touchdowns. But again, short yardage is going to be really critical. When they get inside the 20-yard line, they insert their second-team quarterback, Troy Silvers, on, and he's got 3 touchdowns rushing, guys. So, again, those critical stops are going to be very big and very key tonight, and we've got to be able to get off the field, particularly when they get deep.
No doubt about that. And as one coach told us one time, the key to a win is when we score more points than they do.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we got to get our defense in gear and take away possessions, Gary. You talked about that before. Like, when you can steal possessions away, that's big.
You can't, and you can't give them back. Turnovers are a crucial part of the game.
Yeah.
And you don't want to give a team like Cocoa an extra possession.
No doubt about it. All right, offensively speaking, let's check in with Dr. Matt Paris. And, Matt, you saw a great performance by E.J. White, who threw for over 300 yards last week.
He certainly did, and from a young man that's supposed to be able to beat you with his legs because he is fast and elusive, his arm really did it for us last week. Now, as the 100 yards rushing didn't hurt either, but really through the air is where he dazzled everybody. We saw him as a freshman play a little quarterback, a little bit as a sophomore, but he really came into his own as a defensive back and wide receiver. Florida State likes him at that position, but he is doing something special right now, and we're going to need that, Paul, again tonight. But really, you know what? Not only do we need EJ, but that offensive line did a great job for us last week, and we're going to need that again. Now, we have an injury from the first game of the season, so coaches have been working on trying to find out which offensive line that they really want. This is what they've got tonight, guys, and I'm going to give you their sizes. Eli Rojas is going to start for us at left tackle, 6'3", 280 pounds. And, guys, this isn't college. This is high school. Q Dames, 5'11", 274. In the center position, Corbin Phillips, 6'2", 380 pounds. Champ Smith going from right tackle to right guard, 6'6", 315, the UCLA commit. And then at right tackle, Romeo Vargas, 6'2", 300 pounds. Might be one of our biggest and strongest offensive lines. Hopefully they can work together and get things done.
Well, I can certainly relate to Quentin Dames at 5'11", pushing towards 300 pounds. That's a little more my size right there. All right, talking about injuries, Matt, of course, the question all week is, will we see number 1 out on the field tonight?
We will not. He's in a boot, and he is out for tonight. He's still getting looked at, and they're assessing everything, finding out what they need to do with this young man. Obviously, he's got the talent that, it's just through the roof, but you don't want to rush him out and do anything that can have permanent damage. So they're being overly cautious, or you just want to say cautious, which I believe is absolutely the right move for this young man. But you know what really neat, Paul? He's not just sitting in the stands or sitting on the bench. He's out here with his guys. He's in the boot, but he's out here with them. He's cheering them on. He's encouraging them. You're going to see on the sidelines, he's going to be over here talking with EJ, going through defenses. That's just what the young man is. That's the kind of young man he is.
Well, it's a sign of a good leader there, and we'd love to have him out on the field, but number 11 will get the start tonight at QB, and he did a fantastic job last week in Gainesville. Let's hope he can continue the trend here tonight on our home turf against Cocoa. We'll step aside. Still ahead, we're going to get to know E.J. White a little bit better. He is going to be our feature and get to know your Indians. And then Bobby Paris will be here a little bit later for Women of the Fighting Indians. Going to talk to actually E.J.'s mom. We've got more Countdown to Kickoff right after this.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to our partners, Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery in Vero Beach. Doctors Marcus Malone, Ron Robinson, and Kent Smiley love serving their patients and the community. Same day and next day appointments are available. More at VeroEliteOrtho.com.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff on the Vero Nation Network. Time to get to know your Indians.
We've got our wide receiver / quarterback, E.J. White. And E.J., great couple of games so far under your belt. Congratulations on the 2-0 start. You got to feel good about how things have gone so far.
Feels great.
Yeah. Now, I know, in practice, you guys work on this all the time. You're always preparing for the what-ifs. And, as a second quarterback, you're preparing, running plays and all those kind of things. But it's still, in the O'Galley game, had to be a little bit of a surprise, maybe even a little bit of a shock when all of a sudden coach is going, EJ, you got to play quarterback. What's going through your mind?
I was really ready. When Chump went down, I immediately looked at Coach Jay asking if I go to quarterback, so I was ready to step up.
And we saw in that O'Galley game, even though he wasn't back in the ball game, that, after a possession or two, you guys are talking on the sidelines and whatnot, which is really good because you guys can kind of play off each other and maybe, I don't know, are you trying to pick his brain and go, what would you do in this scenario?
Yeah, me and Chump, we always think like a quarterback, so we always talk about what if we do something like this or something like that. So we always, feed off each other just to be better.
Now we're coming off the game against Buchholz. Long trip. It was a tight ball game. 90 seconds. You got to go 80 yards to get a touchdown and win the ball game. Take me through those possessions and what it was like from your point of view.
My goal was to really just be positive, no negatives, just positive. So I believe if we march down the field, score, we win the game. So that was the mindset. So, I just played. I just played football. I trusted our receivers. I trusted what we had, and I just took the shots, and I believed in them, trusted them, and they made the plays.
EJ, to just be kind of candid here, the last couple of seasons, I feel like, you were out here, but maybe you weren't enjoying playing as much. It seems like right now I'm seeing a smile on your face. You look like you're enjoying football again.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. What changed for you?
I I'll say the past few years, like, I haven't been getting the ball as much, but, I'm a team player, so if we're winning and I can help out as in being a decoy, being a great blocker, being whatever I got to be to make our team win, I'm going to enjoy that victory, and I'm going to be grateful for everything. But having the ball in my hands 24/7 like a quarterback it's a great feeling.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, so when you had those 3 passes to Crutch, I mean, was that just like, let me go up and let me throw it to him, see what happens, or what was going through your mind?
I'll say the last one was just, put it up, let him go get it. But the first 2, I'll say I had to run for my life, So there were some linemen coming in real fast, so I had to make some plays on my feet, buy some time, and just get it out.
Now, you've already had a verbal commit to FSU for a couple of seasons now. You seem like you're holding on to that commitment. What is it about Florida State that you like?
It's where stars come to shine.
You had to be pretty happy with the win over Alabama last Saturday.
It was great. I was actually there.
Oh, cool. What was that atmosphere like?
Crazy. It was actually the loudest game I ever been to.
Really? Yeah. So were you kind of like imagining, like, if I'm wearing the garnet and gold, what it would be like to be on the field right now?
Yeah, in pregame warm-ups, I actually went on the field, and I was just, staring down at Alabama, and I was ready to get out there.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. Man, we're running through a tough stretch here on our schedule, and then, of course, it doesn't get any easier on Friday night with Coco. What do you see about the Tigers? What stands out to you?
I don't really think about what stands out. I just think about executing, think about what we could do to win.
What do you think are keys for Vero Beach to walk away with a win?
O-line and D-line.
All right. So if we dominate the line, you feel like that's a recipe for success?
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you like to do for fun when you're not, running around on the football field? What's downtime like for you? What makes you relax?
I usually go to work. That's nice. It's calm at work. I gotta get paid somehow. But I'll go and chill with my family, go on a game, chill with my girlfriend, and talk to my dad, talk to my friends, all that.
All right. Well, obviously FSU's your team in college. Who do you like in the pros?
I'm not really like a favorite guy, but I look up to Lamar Jackson. So if I'm a quarterback, I picture myself as Lamar Jackson. So I like the Ravens.
Yeah, well, that's a good one to look up to, man. He's a stellar athlete and a great player in his own right. Well, EJ, we appreciate you taking some time. Wish you the best of luck the rest of this year.
Thank you.
All right, that's EJ White, folks.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
It's countdown to kickoff. Now, here's Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. Hi, I'm Bobby Paris, and what a privilege I have of getting to know the moms of our varsity football players. My guest this evening is the beautiful Latoya Holloman. Latoya is the mom to E.J. White, number 11. This is about you, and even though you and I had this interview before, a lot has happened since then, and E.J. is now a senior. So let's catch up with the family.
Well, I was born in Hollywood, Florida. And I moved to Vero Beach about 20 years ago. I still work at Ocean Grill. I have 2 grandkids now. Good. I think I had one last time, and I have another one, a little girl. EJ is the knee baby of 4 out of 4 kids. Okay. I have my oldest boy, Zion. Zaria is my daughter, EJ, and then I have Makai is the baby. of the bunch.
And how many do you have living at home now?
3.
Okay. Okay.
And 2 grandkids.
You have a house full. Yep.
I have 2 out of school, 2 in school.
Okay.
Makai he plays football, basketball, and baseball.
And where is he in school?
And he's at Oslo Middle.
Oh, well. LaToya, you are very busy. Game day. Run us through a typical game day from morning until you return home after the game.
Well, we get ready in the morning for school. I drop off my youngest and my little cousins. Then I go to work. Once I get off, I go home, get prepared for the game, and we just wing it from there.
EJ is a senior. He is a very talented athlete, and I imagine is pretty popular. As his mom, who knows him better than anyone, how do you keep him grounded? And do you require him to do chores and help out around the house?
He helps out around the house with chores, and he also has a part-time job, so he remains pretty humble.
So join me, Bobby Paris, at halftime for more of Women of Fighting Indians football.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with the goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
The McCall Agency, Inc. owner is a 4th-generation Vero Beach resident and big supporter of the community and the Fighting Indians. The McCall Agency, Inc. is an independent agency and broker whose motto is securing your future one policy at a time. To learn more about personal, commercial, life, or health insurance services, Ron McCall can be reached at 772-473-6856 or McCallAgencyInc.com.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM. Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Fighting Indians football.
Keeper by EJ. EJ off the right side. Push forward. It's touchdown. EJ White. He's got Hillsman wide open at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 10-5. Shakes a tackle. Touchdown. Jonathan Hillsman. White again looking to throw. He's got Stinson who's got a step. And Stinson's got it for the touchdown. EJ, high snap, brings it in. He's going to let it go towards the end zone. It's caught! Jordan Crutchfield. He caught it. Touchdown, Jordan Crutchfield. How about that?
This is Fighting Indians football. Here's the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Live from Billy Living's Field at the Citrus Bowl, it is Fighting Indians football. The Cocoa Tigers and your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. It is week 3 of high school football, and the Friday night lights are on. It is game time. Hey, Vero Nation, along with Gary Paris, I'm Paul Tipton, and we welcome you to Fighting Indians football. Proud to bring you our 29th season of Indians football, and it is presented by Cafe 66. Matt and Derek on the sidelines. Don Dexter doing stats tonight. Our producer is Stephen Tipton. Our video producer, Brian Lewis. And we are ready to go for this matchup here tonight. This is something we've had on the calendars. We knew the first 4 weeks of the season were going to be a tough stretch for the Fighting Indians. So far, they have passed game number 1, a win over O'Galley. They passed game number 2, a win over Buchholz on the road. Now it is to week 3, and you've got the defending 2A state champ that is on a 3 consecutive year run of state titles, led by their head coach, Ryan Schneider. And GP, every week the test gets a little bit harder, and the Indians are up for a tall task tonight.
Absolutely. You couldn't have picked a better opponent, in my opinion, to find out how good your team really is. You talk about the barometer game that measures yourself up against a good quality team. and Cocoa is that type of team. They've got talent in every area on the field, defensively, offensively, well-coached team. This is a team, as you said, is going for their 4th state championship in a row. You just don't do that by drawing X's and O's.
No, you certainly don't.
It's like Coach would say, it's the Jimmy and the Joes that make a team up. And he's been able to find himself some good Jimmy and Joes, as well as our coach over there on our other side, Lenny Jankowski, who is a great coach and knows the talent that's out there.
Last season, Cocoa pulled away late in the ball game to win over Gadsden County 38-27 for its 3rd straight title. And despite they lost stars like Brady Hart, Javon Boggs, the Tigers have reloaded, and they're set to make another run again this season. According to Max Preps, they are the 12th ranked team in the state of Florida. So that tells you a little bit about these guys. Now, their first couple of ball games have been interesting. They won a tight one in overtime against Merritt Island, and then last week lost to Mainland out of Daytona area. A very good program in its own right, Gary.
Yeah, these are 2 top teams playing each other. I think Vero Beach cracked in the top 30. I think they're in there somewhere in that range of the top 25 teams in the state, and you got 2 of them playing against the other tonight. So this will be a great game. It's an exciting game, and folks, I'm going to tell you right now, as this crowd's coming in, it is going to be one heck of an evening. A few years back, we played them to overtime, and we lost in overtime. We went for 1. They went for 2.
Yeah, it was a 42-41 loss here at the Citrus Bowl back in 2021. And since then, Cocoa has just been on a tear, winning state titles and making it a regular occurrence in that school's turf there, Gary. And so tonight you've got a team that's coming in here, starting with their quarterback. They have a Champ Smith, by the way, at quarterback. He has attempted 101 passes in 2 ball games. He's completed 58 of them, so he's a little over 57% on his completion rate for 574 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns. Here's the interesting stat line: 6 interceptions, Gary.
Yeah, he's kind of dangerous when he gets going, they say, and when you look at film on him, you see why he has those interceptions at times. He trusts his receivers. He gets a little pressure, and then he'll throw it in there, and sometimes that defender just does a better job of reacting to it. The one thing I like about him, their offense, they throw a lot of short passes, a lot of swing passes, a lot of guys coming in motion. Those little toss passes that you see, they call them rocket or laser, going to the left, be laser, rocket to the right. Those are the type of getting skilled athletes, getting them involved in the game.
Well, his top targets so far this season, Tank White has got 16 catches for 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. You got Jamal Smith, who's got 12 catches, 125 yards. And then in the backfield, you're going to see, at times you'll see what is the backup quarterback. He's kind of like their utility player, Troy Silberson. He'll line up as a running back. He could line up as a quarterback. He might line up as a receiver. He's going to be all over the place. And then you got Javon Scott, who's carried the ball 16 times for 87 yards and a touchdown. He's also caught the ball 5 times for 39 yards. So Vero's defense is going to have its work cut out for him, as you would expect. Coco's got athletes and talent on the field, especially on the offensive side. So Vero won the toss. They deferred for the second half, so they're going to kick the ball off to get this game underway. Coco's wearing white jerseys tonight with their orange pants. They've got black helmets. Vero's in black shirt and pants with red helmets as we get set for this contest to get underway. Maurer set to kick off. He's going to go high, short pooch kick. And I didn't see a fair catch call, and the Indians have it at the 20-yard line. They won't be able to advance it. In fact, they'll mark it at the 25-yard line. I did not see a fair catch signal, and Vero Beach got the ball.
They got it. There was no fair catch. They let that ball hit the ground, and when the ball hit the ground, Vero's guy jumped up and grabbed it, So the Indians have a stolen possession, as I say, right off the bat on the very first play.
Sebastian Polanese got the ball for Vero Beach. He'll get our offense on the 25-yard line, the plus side. They'll start in Tiger territory. E.J. White starting at quarterback. He'll have a 4-receiver set, 3 to the left, a single to the right, and Hillsman in the backfield. Whistle will stop play here momentarily, and it's going to be an equipment issue as our center is going to have to go out of the ballgame for a play.
And the thing about it is, how many times did they tell you, put your mouthpiece in? Put your mouthpiece in. I mean, they do it over and over, and he's going to get an earful on the sideline.
So Shadrach Washington will check in at center. Snap is there. It's going to be a quick pass out low. Wood's going to go around the left side to the 20, to the 15, and stopped, and a flag comes in at the end of the play.
Curious to see what that flag is about.
Might be a hold.
And they're going to say they're going to call it on Vero Beach. They're saying a wide receiver on the outside grabbed.
Yeah,
and
Jamarian Hillsman
pulled
starting
him down
on the wide out on the left side, along with Woods.
So he had about about a 10-yard, 8 to 10-yard reception there.
You got Melbourne and Stinson, the other receivers in this 4-receiver set. Melbourne in motion, will stop on the left end. Handoff's going to go to Hillsman. He's looking for a hole. Finds one. He'll surge ahead for about 3.
Hillsman's been very quiet this season so far. And, again, the schemes that coach works. And you'd like to see him get excited, get himself some big runs.
Second down. Hillsman again, this time off the right side, and nothing there.
Wow, what a play. What a play by, I think that's number 15 for them, and that is
DJ Cooper.
DJ Cooper. Wow, what a tackle by Cooper on that play. He just stopped him for a yard gain on that play. Brings up third down.
3rd and 10. Twin receivers on either side. Hillsman set off the left side of E.J. White in the backfield. E.J.'s looking to throw. Fires. He's got a receiver over there. What a catch by Melbourne. One hands it and gets near the 15-yard line.
This would be a 4th down. Either you kick a field goal or you go for it situation. I think they're going to go with the field goal.
Yeah, it looks like that. It will be the case here, Gary, as we're seeing. Looks like Riley Swanson's going to come out.
The penalties hurt you. The holding penalty really set you back.
Looking at a 34-yard attempt here by Riley from the right hash. Snap, hold, the kick is up. Looks good. And it is. Riley Swanson, 34-yard field goal, and Vero Beach capitalizes on the turnover by Coco to take the 3-zip lead.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of the local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
So Vero Beach gets on the board first, 3-0, thanks to a 34-yard field goal by Riley Swanson. Vero Beach capitalizing on a turnover on the kickoff that they recovered to open this game. Another short kick is going to be caught around the 22-yard line. This time a fair catch signal by Coco. So we will get a chance to see Coco come out on offense here for the first time in this ball game. They will be led by Champ Smith, the junior quarterback.
Can we get over? That's going to be tough. Which Champ Mons won't.
If you're going by the look of the player, I'm not sure you're going to get confused by that one.
I'm not going to do that. 6'6", 305 pounds ours. He's 5'6", 190 pounds.
Coco's going to start from their own 22. 1st and 10. Little swing pass, left side. And good coverage by the Indians. Ball at the 25-yard line to pick up a 3.
You notice we were in a 3-down lineman and like 5 guys across.
Little tempo here by the Tigers. Champ looking to throw. Ball is caught. And that'll be enough, I believe, for a first down for Coco. And a good catch by Coco. And Haywood was right there on the play, but a better offensive catch against our defense.
Yeah, that was a good catch. I didn't get the number, but he threw the ball at point blank right at him.
Another quick pass on the right side. We'll pick up another 3 to 4 yards on the catch.
That's it. There's your Silverzen, that he's been a receiver right there on that catch. Nice catch out there, but it's a 5-yard play. And you see their running game is short passes.
Twin receivers on either side for 2nd down and 5. Smith out of the pocket, being tracked down and will be caught from behind. It'll pick up a couple of yards, and Duke Phillip with the tackle.
Yeah, he saw it. He got to him, grabbed his jersey in the back, not his collar, and was able to bring him down. Now it's a big 3rd down and about 5 to go. And here you go, looking to throw the ball, got it to the running back.
Coco will have 4 receivers set, 2 on either side, 1 back in the backfield. Champ Smith looking, fires, got a receiver at the 45, tackled near the 47-yard line, and a Coco first down.
Big cushion that time on the outside. He did a quick out, kind of like similar to what we do, and he just got a nice throw out there, good catch, and you had a gap between the defender and him.
Jamal Smith with the catch gives Coco a first down as they get to the 48 of the Tigers. Vero leading 3-0. Smith, again looking to throw, fires over the middle of the field, almost intercepted. And Vero Beach had a beeline on it, and Jamarian Hillsman nearly with the turnover.
Hey, boy, that's in your hands. That ball went right through his hands for the incompleted pass on that.
And now we've got an injured Coco Tiger player, and I believe is Troy Silberzon. And we're at 8:24 here in the first quarter. Vero with a 3-0 lead. Tigers will be looking at a 2nd down and 10 from their own 48-yard line when we get play resumed.
That pass was well covered. That route was well covered. You see why he has 6 interceptions. He's not afraid to take a chance and go down the field. And that one should have been 7. That was a drop ball on our part right there.
Yep.
Because you're not going to get many opportunities like that. But that was a good defensive play and an opportunity to take another possession.
2nd down and 10. Silberzon able to make his way off on his own power. Going to go with a trips to the right bunch formation. Smith out of the pocket towards the right. Pressure coming. He's going to fling it away. And that will be out of bounds, and they'll go to third down.
Yeah, got outside the pocket, just threw that one away. Didn't take that hit. Good pressure by Tristan Davis as he come flying up in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you saw Duke come across there too, and he did a good job of getting over there. But Tristan had that pressure on him.
Yeah, Crutchfield was putting some pressure in there as well. Third down and 10. They're going to stack two receivers on both sides. Smith. Pressure coming, steps up into the pocket, still looking downfield, fires. It'll go incomplete as nobody there, but he's outside of the tackle box, so it will not be a penalty for intentional grounding.
Yeah, good job by the Indians of putting some pressure on him. Good coverage downfield. The secret was to take his eyes off down the field by moving and putting those guys coming at him. He couldn't find a receiver downfield because he was running away from defenders, and that was a good play by the defense.
So that's going to force a punt. Gonzalez will be out to punt the ball away. He's averaging 28 yards a punt. Punt is away. Well, we got there, but we just couldn't put enough pressure on him. Fair catch called at the 20-yard line. All right, so Vero Beach defense did its job. Now the Vero Beach offense will return to the field for its second possession of the night, starting from their own 20-yard line, but with a 3-0 lead.
That's a good catch by Micah Roberts, calling that fair catch there. And I may have saw a little flash on the out toward the ocean, though.
As long as it's outside 10 miles. 8:04 to go. First quarter. Vero leads 3-0. Trips to the left side. White. He's going to keep it and run off the right side. Got a good surge. He'll get past the 25, close to the 30-yard line where he's out of bounds.
Yeah, he just followed everybody. I think he got a first down on the play. Close to it, depending where they mark it. Oh, no, they pulled. He went back. He stepped right out of bounds, just a yard short on that. Whoa, wow, what a good run.
2nd and 1. Similar formation here. Trips to the left side, a single on the right. White's going to fire. Ball's off the receiver, intercepted. Coco returning it to the 15-yard line. And a turnover for the Fighting Indians. And that is Guilford with the interception.
It was thrown behind him a little bit, Paul. He hit the hands of the receiver, but behind him, and the defender, if the pass is thrown more accurate, it's a first down and more. But it was thrown behind Banzap, who was the receiver on that play.
So Coco's going to get a great opportunity with 7.5 to go in this first quarter, and the ball will start at the Vero 16.
Boy, it is a good drive, too. Had the makings of a good drive.
Excuse me, on the 11-yard line. Three receiver set. Smith going to hand off left side.
Kristen Davis came in from behind, Paul,
and
made that play.
Sure
Wow.
did. Wow, what a great play by Tristan Davis. Only a pickup of about 1 on the play, if that. Bring up 2nd down. That was McCarthy on the carry. Receiver in motion. Smith looking right side, fires. And batted down, intercepted. Crutchfield's got it. 10, 15, down the sideline. Off to the races. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Score it.
Pick six. 99 yards by Jordan Crutchfield. Not only can the guy catch touchdowns, he can intercept them and go 99 yards for a touchdown. Wow, what a turn. Woo. What a turn there. And that little series right there.
What a play.
I was afraid he was going to bobble it and drop it.
It was deflected, so a pass goes inside. And Polynice got his hands on it, deflected, and Crutchfield in the right place at the right time takes the ball 99 yards for the pick six.
Can you be player of the week 3 weeks in a row?
He sure can. And he just might.
Holy moly. That was such a great thrill. You take the one that we got behind, and we deflected that one, and in return they couldn't capitalize on that possession, and we just take one and get a nice 99-yard. Yeah, you can't get any farther than that. That's a school record. It's got to be.
Swanson with the extra point is good. Vero Beach takes the 10-0 lead on the pick six.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
The nonprofit Mental Health Association in Indian River County offers free walk-in screenings. No appointment is needed. Check out their other services at mhairc.org or walk in at 820 37th Place, Vero Beach, because it's okay to get help.
Well, Vero Beach turned the ball over on an interception. Coco returned it and had it at the Vero 11-yard line. 2 plays later, a deflection off of Polynice. Crutchfield has it at the 1 and returns it 99 yards for the pick six. Vero Beach takes a 10-0 lead with still about 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. And Vero Beach offensively, Gary, has only had 6 plays but lead 10-0.
It's, again, the defense does their job. The great coverage in that drop back when the quarterback tried to throw that ball, the defense was right on top of it. Now you see why sometimes he tried to force a throw into a receiver and the defender was there, but we deflected it, then Crutchfield came down with it and turned and took it all the way in.
Moyer will come out to kick off. Or excuse me, Maurer will come out to kick off. Maurer gets set. He's going to kick it high. This will be another short one. No fair catch around the 18-yard line. Return still on his feet and stopped around the 22. Good coverage by Vero.
Yeah, that was an outstanding job, especially on that special teams, as Jonathan Eden came down, the linebacker, and made a great tackle on that play for Vero Beach and not allowing him to get any farther.
All right, timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. Vero leads 10-0.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Coco's got the ball starting from their own 22, 1st and 10. Smith's going to swing it out. Silver's on, and great pursuit by Vero Beach. Hillsman makes the tackle at the 25.
Demarian, that's the younger brother to the running back, Hillsman. He's a sophomore. Went out there and made a nice tackle. Kept that from being a bigger play than just 3 yards he got.
Hillsman comes into this ball game with 18 tackles. He's got half a tackle for loss. And again, helping out the Vero Beach in that secondary there, who are flying high right now after the pick six by Crutchfield. 2nd and 8. Smith again going to the air. Had a receiver, got batted at the line of scrimmage. I think Burbick got his hands on it.
He did. Bobby Burbick saw it. Just the 3 of them, he got in his throwing lane. When you're stopped, the thing you're taught to do is get your hands up, and that's what he did. He got his hands up, knocked that pass down right there. Good job by Bobby Burbick on that play. Brings up third down and about 8.
Yeah, a critical third down for the Cocoa Tigers, who find themselves down by 10 points at their own 25. Smith's got time. He's looking over the field, and it will go over the head of the receiver. And now a flag comes out. This might be a PI.
I don't think it was a catchable ball myself, and of course you don't.
Doesn't matter in high school.
Doesn't matter in high school.
And it will be against Vero Beach. So that will give the Tigers a first down. And they'll move the ball to the 40. Tigers will set out a 4-receiver set on first down. Handoff up the middle. Picks up about 3 on the play. Javion Scott this time for Cocoa.
Yeah, you had Phillip there. You had, on top of that, you had Crutchfield. You had all your linebackers.
2nd and 7. 5.5 to go in this first quarter. Vero leads 10-0. Smith with time to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a receiver there, and now we're going to get a pass interference as our defender ran right into the receiver. That was most likely going to be incomplete. Now our guy is still down. Yeah, that's Haywood that is down. So now a second consecutive pass interference penalty against the Indians defense is going to move the Tigers into Vero territory to the 42-yard line now.
I'm not sure. I didn't see what there was contact. I don't know if it was the ball.
Let's check in with Matt.
Yeah, guys, they're calling pass interference on it looked like they're calling pass interference on Vero, and coaches are going nuts right now. It was great defensive play. But, yeah, they're saying he hit him before the ball, but, yeah, oh well.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. Smith's going to swing it out left side. What a play by Vero Beach. Are you kidding me with that tackle? Drayton.
Jarvis Drayton comes flying around that. That could have been a hold, too.
Yeah.
Because I believe that the receiver tackled him, and he tackled the Drayton. Does a great job of getting on that receiver on that little screen pass outside.
Wow, what a play. That'll back the Tigers up. A 2nd down and 15. Tigers going to go 5 wide on this one. Play clock at 0. Smith going to try to step up in the pocket. Now he's thinking about running, and he's tracked down by Duke Phillip. Now flags come out.
That is a good call. That was a good call. It was a horse collar, and he got him. He got him in the back. I saw it.
It might be a face mask too, Gary.
It was, yeah. Well, I saw the collar.
Yeah.
I saw the horse collar. That's 3 personal fouls, pass interference twice, and then you had your personal foul there. 3 15-yard penalties.
First down and 10. The ball now inside the 30 to the 29 of Vero Beach. Smith firing right side. Indians right there to swarm it. Polynice leading the way.
Again, these little slip screens to the outside. What they're trying to do is get the ball in their athletes' hands and try to get a block up front. If they can get a block up front, then they can make things happen. But Vero's done a good job stopping that.
2nd down and 10 as we come up to 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Vero with a 10-0 lead. Tigers at the Vero 28. Smith firing, batted at the line of scrimmage again.
That's Bobby Burbick. Bobby Burbick gets his second deflection at the line of scrimmage. And also, I tell you, coming in with a big old blitz that time was Polanese. Sebastian Polanese come flying in from the safety position on that play. Wow. But Bobby Burbick got the deflection.
3rd down and long for the Tigers. Twin receivers on either side. At the Vero 28. Smith looking right, fires. He's looking for a receiver. What a catch. No, he couldn't bring it in. He dropped it. Wow, that was a great effort.
I guess the second clock is not working tonight.
No, the play clock doesn't seem to be working. But that was Tank White over on that side trying to make a catch over there. Falls incomplete. So now Coach Snyder looking like he may go with a field goal try.
Be a 45-yarder if he makes it.
Gonzalez is 1 for 1 on the season from 30 yards. This one, 45. It's up. It's got some distance. Did it make it? No, just short. So Tigers come up short on this drive, and Vero still holding on to a 10-0 lead. We've got 3:41 remaining in this first quarter. So Vero dodges another bullet here, Gary.
Yeah, and the thing, too, they had 3 15-yard penalties on this drive. I mean, those are the things you look back and you say to yourself, wow, we just almost gave them an opportunity to score because of penalties. And, again, they were all, what I saw, they looked like they're decent calls.
So the ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line on the missed field goal. E.J. White at quarterback with twin receivers on either side. It's going to be a handoff. Hillsman bouncing it out to the left. And Hillsman unable to get maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, you got to get a little more blocking out there by his wide receivers on that play. Just but it's good to see him get some runs.
Brings up 2nd down. As we're working our way towards 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter, Vero up 10-0. White going to keep it, working off the left side. He gets to the edge, and he'll pick up a good 4 to maybe 5 yards.
Now that gives you a 3rd down that you got an option. Either you can run it, or you can throw the quick slant, or you can go deep if you want to think you can get it, but it gives you the option. Now you're 3rd and 3 or 4 yard? Was it?
Yeah, it looked like he got out around the 28-yard line. Actually, so he got 4 yards on the play, and it's a 3rd down and 4. White, play action, hits Banzoff. What a great catch as he has it at the 31.
That should be enough, isn't it? Yeah.
And that will be a Frank Stawara, Tom Collins Insurance 1st down.
Good job. Good throw that time. Right there, you see him right there. Nobody can. The only person who's going to catch that was Austin Banzap, and that's what he did. Boom.
Good job by Austin. I think that pass was a little bit behind him, but he got his body in play.
He was
1st down and 10. 2.5 to go in this first quarter. Vero's up 10-0. Going to go trips to the right side. Now receiver in motion is Banzaf. Keeper, White, looking off the right side. Shakes off one tackle, trying to bounce it out to the edge, and will lunge ahead to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that's a nice little gain right there. Gives you options now. He picks up about 6 yards on that play, I believe. And
they'll spot him at the 37.
He only picked up 4 yards then. I thought I had him a little farther upfield.
Yeah, you can even see it on the replay. He was a little further. So 2nd and 6. Clock still rolling here. 1:47 and counting first quarter. Vero Beach on its 3rd possession of the night. Hands off in motion. White, little counter play, handoff. And what a play by Hillsman as he pushes through and gets to midfield, and that is a first down.
That was a beautiful run there. Great exchange. And it looked like he stopped him, and he just kept churning his feet, lowered his shoulder, and I'm going to tell you, that's all him. That's all Hillsman right there.
Yeah, he just spun out of a tackle and got 13. White on the carry, right side. White through a couple defenders and gets to the 35-yard line. That'll be another first down.
I got an official slipped and fell there. I hope he's okay. But I tell you what, that's a good job. It's a behind his line blocking. He's got a running back blocking out there and his receiver blocking. He picks a hole, gets the first down.
They'll spot it at the 36. It's a 14-yard carry by E.J. White. Indians on the move. Trips to the left side. White rolling to that side, looking downfield. He's going to let it fly, and his receiver got jammed. He was looking for Stinson. Boy, not sure about that one, Gary.
Well, it
kind of looked like there might have been some interference there, but I don't know.
Yeah, you got to make a better move to get open by Stinson. And Stinson was like a stop and go, but the defender was cut him off. And that's what it looked like, the contact to me. It was a good no call.
Brings up second down. We got 41 seconds remaining in this first quarter. White fires, finds Woods. Woods to the 30-yard line.
Slot receiver, Trey Woods does just a quick hitch in there. And boom, picks up his 5 yards. It's a 6-yard route, and he got it, picks up half. So now it's going to bring up, looks like third and about 6 or 5.
Get maybe one more play in here before the end of the quarter, as we're now at 10 seconds remaining. Down to 5. And they just get the snap off at the buzzer here as White's going to keep it. White will get through the middle to the 20-yard line at the end of the first quarter. The Indians will be looking at a first down as they have got the red zone and a Hummingbird Care Services red zone alert. Vero Beach has been stellar in this first quarter, leading 10-0. We'll be back.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Christian FM is supported by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping Incorporated, providing licensed and insured services in Vero Beach since 1991. Their services include lawn care, landscape design, irrigation, pest and termite control, mosquito misting systems, and seasonal preparation. Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping takes pride in always keeping your property looking its best. 772-569-8680 or CaribbeanLawn.com.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinary Pools.
Well, we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Paul Tipton along with Gary Parrish, Matt and Derek down on the sidelines for week 3 of high school football. And the Cocoa Tigers, the defending 2A state champs, are here in the house. And Vero Beach at the end of the first quarter is leading 10-0. And the Indians are on the move as they just have the ball at the start of the red zone area here on the 20-yard line. And the last run by E.J. White got the Indians a Frank Stewart, Tom Collins Insurance first down as we get set here to get this quarter underway. E.J. White's got 5 carries for 53 yards. And getting set here to start the second quarter from the Tiger 20-yard line with a 4-receiver package. Hillsman in the backfield. Receiver in motion. Play action. Firing. Look downfield. It's caught! Hillsman on the wheel route for the touchdown.
That was an excellent job of blocking by the guys up front. That took a little time because you got to allow your running back to turn up the field and get downfield, and it was a well-thrown ball. What a great call by Lenny Jankowski. Great opportunity to get his running back that has great hands, as we've seen on that play right there. And wow, what a good throw by the quarterback.
Hillsman came into this ball game with 7 catches, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He just added another touchdown to the stat line there from 20 yards. Swanson's kick is good, and Vero Beach extending the lead 17-0.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
10 plays, 80 yards, 20-yard catch by Jonathan Hillsman. Vero Beach extending the lead now to 17-0. This scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency. Swanson getting set to kick off. Kicks it high. This one will be deep. And no question about this one, it will be a touchback.
Well, there's no time to rest against this team. You have to keep the pedal down and going the whole game. Unfortunately, this team is talented. They have abilities to bounce back. They're going to make some big plays. So we just got to be aware but I love what I see so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the Brevard County broadcasters that's here tonight covering the Tigers and talked about that game last week against Mainland, that they were down 19-0, came back and scored, I believe, 13 points in the late fourth quarter. And this handoff going nowhere as the defense led by Lance Stone. Big tackle for a loss.
The Stone man, he comes right from his linebacker position and just boom, right up in there and made that play.
That is a tackle for a loss. Stone coming into this ball game with 15 tackles on the season. And a big play there for the Indian defense. Smith has time. He's rolling out to his left. Now he's going to take off, and he will pick up a good chunk of real estate there, close to a first down.
Depends on where they mark it.
Looks like he's going to pick up just the 9 yards, and they'll still need a 3rd down and 1 to convert here. Tigers down 17-0 here with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Handoff, left side, caught in the backfield.
No way.
He does not get to the line to gain.
He loses yardage. They're saying no gain on it. Now brings up 4th down.
Great play by Josiah Taylor making the tackle. And on 4th down and short, Tigers lining up like they're going to go for it. Now whistle's going to stop play. Timeout taken by Vero Beach. We'll step aside as well. Vero leading here in the second quarter, 17-0.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com. HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
4th down and 1. Tigers are electing to go for it as they're going to send 4 receivers out on the field. Now a quick move up under the center and now flag, and they got the Indians to jump. And that'll be a 1st down for the Tigers.
You know, it seems like every penalty has been something we've done to aid them. That was an aid. They had a 4th down, and you just can't do that. You know, I know you want to get part of the game. You want to get in it.
Oh, now delay a game. Let's check in with Matt.
Guys, I was right on the line on that one. Our guys, they moved, but no one actually infringed on the neutral zone. The ref, as soon as they moved, he was already blowing the whistle, and I think he just got he anticipated it. But
what was the penalty here?
So a 1st and 5 now for the Tigers after the defensive penalty. 55 yards so far against the defense in penalty yardage. Quick pass will go incomplete. Stone with good coverage this time.
Yeah, he had tried to get that ball, try to slip it in there to number 84 on their team, and that was Cayman Veras. But Stone was right there on that slant to knock it down.
2nd and 5. Vero Beach up 17-0. Vero's got 10 points on turnovers tonight against the Tigers. Smith got hit as he let it fly, and it goes incomplete, and Smith took a shot.
Wow, I don't know if that was Bobby Burbick or whoever made that hit. That was a fantastic hit. It may have come from outside. No, it's defensive.
No,
it's one of
that was Drayton. Drayton made that hit on the blitz.
Yes, he did. He came from outside on that one.
3rd down and 5 for the Tigers. Smith, pressure. Ball caught, but it's out of bounds.
Didn't catch it either.
So 4th down, you got to believe, I was a little surprised here. You went for it last time. This time, Coach Snyder looking like he's going to punt the ball away.
Well, I like the call here. I would punt too, because at least you can get the ball downfield maybe 30, 40 yards if you get a good bounce.
Townsend back deep for Vero Beach. Ball is away. Gonzalez with a high, short punt. Oh, and it just hit a Vero player, and a bounce for the Tigers. What an unfortunate play for Vero Beach as Haywood wasn't even looking, and it just hit him in the back of the leg.
The coverage was downfield farther than the punt. And that's just an unfortunate break right there for the Indians. That's a tough turnover you have to swallow there, because you did your job defensively. Now you got to go back out.
So that's going to start this drive now on the plus side at the 44 of Vero Beach. Little toss right, flag down. Play will go to the 35-yard line. Well, we'll check the penalty here. Is McCarthy on the carry?
That's got to be either a man in motion or a offside, but they would blow that fast. It is against them.
So that's going to back the Tigers up. It'll be 1st and 15. No, it'll be longer than that. It's going to be 1st down and looks like about 17.
What was the penalty? I have not yet seen or heard. Okay.
Hold call. Play action. Champ Smith. He's going to let it fly downfield. He's got a receiver in the area. It's almost intercepted. Now flags come in.
Oh, you got to be kidding me on that one now. There's no way he could have caught that. That ball was short. Our guys jumped, and they're going to call a pass interference on Vero Beach on this call.
Now, there was some contact, but yeah.
Yep, I may be wrong on that one.
Boy, Haywood had a shot at that one, too. And of course, the Vero fans not happy with that call as the ball now moves to the Vero Beach 36-yard line. It will not be a first down. Handoff. McCarthy got stood up at the line of scrimmage.
Going back and getting the instant replay, that was a good call. At the time, I didn't see the hand contact.
Gary, the only thing I don't understand is the yardage shouldn't have given them it would have been enough for a first down, but they did call it a first down. Second down at the Vero 35. Swing pass going left side. Silver's on. He shakes off one tackle. What a big block. Flag's going to come in. Boy, I thought that was a pretty solid block, but then it looks like you're going to get a penalty against Coco as Silver's on with the block. Is going to get the first down, but we'll check the penalty.
It's got to go from where well, I don't know. I wasn't going to guess.
Well, we'll see what the official's going to call here.
But it's from
to me, the block looked legal.
Oh, it's a blind side. It's a blind side coming back.
I don't know if it was blindside. He was looking right at it.
No. He hit him from he wasn't defensive. He could not. He was watching the runner, and he got what they call a blind side.
So now it's 2nd and a mile. Fire over the middle, and it will go incomplete. A pass behind Zilberzon. So it brings up 3rd down, 21. Ball at the Vero 46-yard line. Score is 17-0. We've still got 9:15 to go in this second quarter. Smith has time, steps up in the pocket. Now he's being pursued. He's trying to direct traffic. Phillip chases him down, and he's going to just flip it out of bounds to save losing yardage on the play. Now, Gary did not look like he got it back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe he did.
There's a penalty right there against. Why is he penalizing Vero Beach?
I don't.
That
might be an intentional grounding.
It did not make the line of scrimmage with the ball. Good call, Paul, on your part. That's a grounding, loss of down. In other words, it'll be 4th down.
Yeah.
That's a good call. You saw that. That's good. Good either, Eagle Eye. I'm thinking, what's that flag for? Oh, no, what'd we do now?
Well, that's going to really push Coco back into their own territory at the 41. So now Townsend will stand at his 25 and wait for this punt.
Yeah, if you're a coverage guy coming back, you're thinking, what do I do now?
Boy, we're getting close. Gonzalez gets a really good punt away. Caught by Townsend. He's up the right side. He's got a little bit of a lane. What a good block. Midfield at the 40, 35. Still on his feet. He's got a lane. 5. And down near the goal line. Are they going to call it a touchdown? No, but they will get a penalty against Coco with a horse collar.
Wow.
Townsend with a big-time return.
But how about the Indians lining up on a return to the right?
So there's a flag on the far side from us. It's on the home side. I would not be surprised, Gary, watching the replay. It looked like we might have got a push in the back. Boy, there's just been a number of penalties here in a short period of time. We have to figure all of this out now. What's going to go against Vero?
Well,
Is there any? There has to be a penalty against Coco for the horse collar,
Yeah,
obviously.
Right, and they got to go 15 yards back somewhere.
And I really hope this isn't going to be one of those offsetting penalties, redo the down.
No, you can't. It's not that. It happened during the play, so it can't be. What is it? Where was the Matt? Are you got your ears on?
Yes.
What was the play on our
So
side?
it's the same thing. It was a blind side from one of our guys right in the middle of the field.
Right in front of us. We saw it. Yeah.
And then they got a horse collar tackle on them. Then they got a blind side on us. So it'll probably go from where the spot is. Anyway, it was close to being a blind side. That's the way they're calling it right now in high school. He did catch him, and so probably the right call.
And that's where the ball ends up.
Okay. Well, at least we know where the ball's going to be.
Wow.
Well, that was a great return by Townsend.
You know, and it's close. I agree. But the definition of blindside now and blocking is, you got to have your helmet in front. If the guy's going like that hard and you step in front and knock him down, but from the angle he had, I could see why they called it. I don't agree with it.
We had received the ball.
Oh, no, it's a dead ball.
That's what I was saying, Gary. They
Oh,
might
my.
call this offsetting and make them redo.
Did. You did. You're right, Paul. That is, I don't understand. I have to get my official friend up here to tell me what in the world's going on. They were dead ball fouls. I mean, it didn't have any. It was on a return.
They were live penalties, not dead ball.
What I'm going to say dead ball, but I mean, they were part of the.
All right.
Yeah, they were part of.
Yeah. The change of possession, I guess, is what maybe you're trying to think about.
Yeah, that's it. Change of possession.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're going to take a timeout here, I guess. I'm not really sure what they're doing now. Wow, this is really confusing at this point because now they're marching way back into Vero territory at the 35-yard line, where it looks like the Vero offense is going to take the field now. I believe he caught the ball around the 25-yard line.
All right, I've been told by the official that the long run is doesn't count. This penalty is where when we blindsided was from that spot.
White, first down and 10 at the 35-yard line with the offense. Hillsman will shift to the left side of White. EJ, play action. He's looking downfield. He's got time. Lets it fly. He's got Banzoff, who turns it upfield to the 45, 40, and near the 35-yard line. A big-time catch, run, and first down.
That's that quick out by the inside receiver. He not only gets to the outside, but he gets up to the sideline and picks up 20, 25 yards. 31 yards to be exact.
To the 34-yard line, first down and 10. Indians will send three receivers on the right side this time with a single to the left.
EJ waiting for the snap. Now he looks, he fires, he finds Banzoff again, and Austin turns it upfield inside the 25 to the 23.
What they're doing is they're finding that open receiver. You've got several plays, a little stick route right there. If the linebacker's not there, the defender's not there, then put the ball right there. It's the quarterback has his option to read several different places.
Picked up 11. That makes it a Frank Storrower, Tom Collins Insurance first down. White checking to the sideline. We've got 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Vero with a 17-0 lead. Twin receivers on either side. Hillsman in the backfield. EJ looking that way. Fires. He finds Woods over that way around the 20-yard line.
Just that quick out again. Good coverage, though. I mean, good response by the safety, because he was about 8-9 yards off, and he makes a 5-yard turnout, and he was able to get there and hold him to a couple of yards.
Yeah, picks up 3, makes it 2nd and 7 at the 20.
There's movement on the left side. Those things right there are what shoots you in the foot. You got everything going good, and penalties, you got to overcome those too. And
yeah, so you go from 2nd and 7 now to 2nd and 12. Now we're going to see Jamarian Hillsman check into the ball game. He'll be in the slot over on the right side. White looking. He's got some room to run. Turning it upfield to the 20 and out of bounds near the 15-yard line.
Let's get him closer to that first down.
And official timeout, water break here with 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Vero leads 17-0.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Sacred Alkaline Water.
Well, we are here at Billy Living's Field at the Citrus Bowl tonight for week 3 of high school football. Paul, Gary, Matt, Derek here tonight. We're in the second quarter. Vero Beach is now inside the Hummingbird Care Services red zone. White. He's thinking about running. He's got a lane up the middle. 5, touchdown, E.J. White. 15-yard run by E.J., and Vero Beach adds to the lead.
Boy, that was like the Red Sea opening up right there, except at the end. He took a good hit at the end, but he saw that. He saw the opening there. He looked like he was going to pass, then he just darted up through there. He accelerated, and that's a big touchdown.
Great job on that left side of the line. Makes a hole, and EJ just uses his athleticism. Took a shot right at the goal line, and the extra point is good. Vero Beach now making it 24-0 midway through the second.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Well, 65 yards and 5 plays. A 15-yard run by E.J. White makes it 24-0. And that is the McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as we wait for Maurer to kick off. And Maurer's going to line drive this one. It will go into the end zone for the touchback. Gary, how about that offensive line?
Well, I tell you what, on the left side that time, you got Eli Rojas, his first start this year at left tackle. Quentin Dames is at left guard. And then Big Corbin, is at center. They did a fantastic job of blocking and allowing the sea to part because he went right down between them.
He sure did. And how about a nice couple of catches by Austin Banshoff? Comes into this ball game with 3 receptions for 37 yards. Had 2 key receptions on that drive.
You lose Jacobs, next man up. Banshoff's done a great job.
On first down, it's a handoff up the gut. Man, you talk about the Red Sea parting. Man, that hole was huge.
He got a very good run on that one. Good, right up the middle. You got to depend on your linebackers now on something like that one.
Picks up 8, 2nd and 2. Another handoff off the right side. Another big run for a first down for the Tigers. McCarthy with the carry.
Well, what's happening is they're double teaming and they're kicking the other one out, and now they're making the linebacker have to step up and make that play.
Low snap and another handoff. This time, he looked like he shaked the tackle. Flag's going to come in. This might be an offensive hold here, but, man, I thought we had him bottled up. Taylor had his arms on him, but the running back made a good effort to get some extra yardage there.
Yeah, going to move that 10 yards back. Somebody held.
You can join us on Tuesday night at Cap's Pizza for Coach's Corner. Gary and I will join in with Coach Jankowski and talk about this game. We'll talk about the upcoming game. In fact, next week, Vero will have their first district football game against Centennial here at the Citrus Bowl. Champ Smith forced out of the pocket, will let it fly.
There's another one.
That should be another intentional grounding. He just threw it laterally.
Threw it laterally. Unless they call personal foul on that hit, but he threw it behind the line, so the ball's got to be marked back there, plus the penalty if that's what they're calling.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hillsman got some pressure on him.
Yes, he did.
So waiting to see the call. But
I think it's intentional grounding.
Yeah, it looks like, the way they're moving, it's against Coco.
Yeah,
it is.
That
it's
was
intentional
a legal
grounding.
shot over there on the quarterback.
Yep.
He was rolling out. He threw it, and you're in the motion of hitting him. So, but it's a penalty.
Yeah, the penalty's going to move them back inside the 10, maybe close to the 5-yard line.
Yeah,
and you lose the down.
And I think they lost their quarterback right there, Champ Smith, on that one.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gary. So it's 2nd down and a mile. Handoff, left side. Will pick up about maybe 5 yards on the carry. Bring up 3rd down and very long.
Yeah, that's a good job. Good job of the guys on the outside. You love to see Bobby Burbick get out there and play, and you see Jonathan Eden in there right now, number 32, doing a good job of reading it and getting up to help.
Oh. 3rd down and 33. Boy, time, yeah, they're almost down to the end of the play clock here. Just get the ball off. Going to be a swing pass to the right side. The Indians just playing some umbrella-type coverage here.
I want to correct myself. That was Jarvis Drayton on that last play on that, not Jonathan Eden. Jarvis Drayton. I don't like to get the guys mixed up, but that was a great play. Now, on that play out there, a little swing pass, long way to go with the backup quarterback in the game right now. 4th down.
Yeah, coming up 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, and it's 4th down. And a very long way to go.
Yeah,
Tigers have got to get pretty much to their 44, maybe 45-yard line to get a first down.
They're probably waiting until the clock gets down to 1 second. He'll call timeout and make them punt. He's trying to eat up the clock, I think.
Yeah. Yep, now the back judge is counting, and they'll call a timeout here. Good call, Gary. Coco will call a timeout here. We'll step aside. Vero Beach leading 24-0.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
And we're back at Billy Living's Field at the Citrus Bowl, where the Tigers have put themselves in a hole both on the score and on this drive, as it's 4th down and 25. Gonzalez will come out to punt the ball away, standing at his own 5-yard line. Another pressure situation. Vero Beach is going to grab it. Oh, my goodness. I don't know why you'd want to grab that. Thank goodness he hung on to the ball. Well, Vero Beach will have good field position to start this next drive inside the 45, around the 44.
I'm telling you, whoever that was, Michael Roberts, I believe, he went up to get that ball, and boom, he took a lick right there. That could have easily popped out. You don't take chances like that. You just don't.
That was Townsend.
That's Townsend? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been Michael Roberts.
So let's put the ball at the Coco 43-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Vero Beach with a 24-zip lead. We've got 3:22 to go. Vero Beach still has 2 timeouts remaining. White is going to hand off. Hillsman, a little stutter step.
Little running play up the middle that time.
Yep.
Had a little guard pull there, but a good job on their defense. Their linebacker came up there and really made a nice tackle for no gain.
2nd down and 10. Hitting 3 minutes remaining. Twin receivers on either side. Stinson's been relatively quiet here tonight. Indians going to take some time off the clock as well here at the line of scrimmage. Vero, play action. White out of the pocket to the left, looking downfield, and will take the sack. He could have just thrown the ball away. Instead, he takes a loss on the play.
He had he was forced to his left. He had Stinson on the outside on the right over here blowing off just right by his guy. Just blew right by him. But the problem was he had looked to the left, and he couldn't have time. So now it brings up, it's about a 10-yard loss on that play.
So 3rd down and about 18, 19 yards to go here. trips to the right side. White taking one last look at the defense. Now takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to fire. He's got Woods, and he couldn't hang on to it. Falls incomplete.
You saw the defender jump that route. He thought he had a chance at it, and I think that's what Woods, you got to make that catch, but I think there was a defender that broke the plane.
No telling if he would have got enough for the first down, but he did have some real estate in front of him. Now we'll be forced to punt the ball away.
Is this our first punt?
It is. Maurer will punt. Booms this one. Nice spiral around the 15-yard line. The return will go to about the 23.
Well, you know what would have been nice if we could have put some points on that drive right there. We talk about the last 4 minutes of each half, the first half, and the first 4 minutes of the second half. If we could have scored here, we get the ball to start the third period. Would have been nice.
Yeah, would have. 2:16 to go. And it looks like is Champ Smith. Yeah, he's back in the ball game now. And that's Champ Smith for Cocoa, by the way, folks. Their quarterback. First down and 10. It's going to be a handoff. Working around the left end. Stone with good coverage or inside and gang tackle. Flag is down back around the 15-yard line.
Got to be a hold, probably, I'm thinking. What would you?
Yep, it is. And that's
going to decline it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, decline it, take the down, because they had him tackled for a big loss anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Roberts, the defender, the safety, came up and made that hit.
That'll back him up. It'll be 2nd and 18. Twin receivers on either side. Smith is going to hand off, work the right side.
And
they'll push for a couple of yards.
Yeah, and what you're seeing here is Coach Snyder is like, okay, guys, let's eat up all the clock we can get, and right now, and get this half over with, and not have to turn the ball over with. So they're going to third down and about 12 yards.
A little surprised you're not taking the timeout here for Coach Jay?
Yeah, a little bit. He has 2 of them left, I think.
Yeah. Minute 10 and counting. 3rd down and 13. Swing pass out of the backfield, and it falls incomplete. That'll stop the clock at 58 seconds, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, now you've got they'll punt. Hopefully it's a clean, so there's no penalties or no turnovers here. And you get the ball back in good field position. Now you got 2 timeouts, and you got probably about 48 seconds or 49 seconds after this punt.
Gonzalez will drop back to punt. Townsend will head inside the 50. Ball is away. It's a good, high, towering punt. Takes a big Cocoa bounce to about the Vero 41. All right, so Vero Beach has got the ball at their 41. They got a 24-point lead and 48 seconds on the clock, GP.
Yeah, that was, again, the only thing you could have done better there is been caught that and did a fair catch. But the ball was short, and you did wisely. You got everybody away from it, and you were now going to be able to, with 48 seconds, you got 2 timeouts. You're going to have to work. You can work any part of the field you want to now.
First down and 10. 2 receivers to the left side, single on the right. New quarterback, Townsend,
with a direct snap. Townsend down the left side, got a little bit of a lane to the 40, 45, 30. And they'll stop him at the 29-yard line. How about that? A little wildcat action.
Yes, sir. That's what 38 seconds left to go. And they'll hustle up. They still got 2 timeouts to use.
White back in at quarterback. White looking, rolling right, looking downfield, and he'll take a hit. Lost the ball, but gets it back.
Got to call timeout.
Boy, EJ took a shot there. Oof.
He was running a rollout to his right. That means you've got receivers that are taking a wide stick. You got a corner route going, and he just took a shot. Nobody picked him up. Nobody picked this guy, the defender coming in there, up. He just blew right by a blocker.
22 seconds to go before we get to halftime. Well, you don't want to see your quarterback taking those kind of shots.
Yeah, that was all. You got a lineman and a skilled receiver out there. Got to make that block. I mean, if they block him, he has a chance to run too, but he has a chance to see the receiver.
All right, so now 22 seconds to go. You're looking at a 2nd down and 17 from the 36-yard line. What do you think, Gary? Try one play here and then maybe look for a possible field goal try?
If you go across the middle, you've got to pick up, right to me, you need to pick up about 15 yards to be safe. You know what I mean? That's somewhere. If he can get it to the 25 or the 20, he's got a shot at a field goal.
Swanson kicked a 34-yard field goal at the start of this game to give Vero Beach the 3-0 lead. Indians looking at 2nd and 17. EJ gonna fire quickly, and man, he went a little high for Trey Woods over on the left side on the swing.
Yeah, that was now brings up 3rd down, and you know you're in the same situation. You got to you got time to get a play in the middle if you need it, and call timeout, and then but. Here, that play would have been nice because he was able to turn up. A little high overthrown on that play.
So 19 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 17. Vero still has 1 timeout remaining. Going to go trips to the left side. Hillsman's going to go in motion to the same side. Play action and it is intercepted by the defensive lineman. On the return, will get inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, with 10 seconds left to go, you got 2 timeouts. Now they got a shot at going to the end zone. They got 1 play. They want to. That was a great play by the defensive lineman. Not a great job of blocking by your offensive lineman. You've got to stop him and getting that penetration up in there a little bit. I tell you what, that was hard. That was at the line of scrimmage.
That was Thompson.
Yeah.
The defensive end for Coco with that interception. He deflected it to himself.
Oh, it was a great job by him, and that's what you do. If you can't get the sack, then put your hands up.
Coco's going to go with 4 receivers set. Smith's going to go for the end zone. Coverage is there, and it'll fall incomplete. Good in-phase coverage by Haywood.
They got 4 seconds left, so time for a field goal now. They're going to come out and try to field goal and try to get some points on the board.
Keelan Gonzalez tried a field goal earlier in this ball game, and it was missed. This time, he's looking at a 45-yard attempt. His longest so far on the season, 30. And whistle's going to stop play.
One thing that I thought you got a holder that's got an illegal number. If he doesn't report, that could be a penalty. But I'm not sure that's. Heck, the kicker's got an illegal number too.
All right, so play was stopped. So another chance here for Cocoa. And that was not a good kick before the whistle blew it dead. Gonzalez getting set for the 45-yarder. The kick is up. Boy, it looks like he hit this one, and he did. Tigers on the board finally as time expires here to make it 24-3 as Vero Beach has been in cruise control here for the better part of this first half of play, starting from the opening kickoff.
Yeah, this is but you got to remember, this team has been known to come from behind, and we'll get down to the sideline as soon as we can.
All right, let's head down. Matt's got Coach Jay.
Coach, kind of a wacky half, but you know what? You're putting 24 points up on a good team, Cocoa, so it's so far so good for us.
Yeah, I mean that was a bad way to end the half. So we got to get some things corrected, swing it back our way with the momentum, and have a better second half than the ending of that first. But we did some good things in the first half. Again, some equipment penalty where we get a blocked field goal, and then they make it. It's a little discouraging and disappointing, but we'll get it corrected. I guess some early season mistakes still, and we'll get it cleaned up and come out in the second half.
All right, Coach, I appreciate you talking with us. We'll let you get to the guys.
All right, Vero Beach goes to the locker room with a 24-3 lead here at halftime. Stick around. We've got the Genesis Church of Vero Beach halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. She'll be talking tonight with E.J. White's mom in just a few minutes. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians halftime show, brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. Hi, I'm Bobby Paris, and what a privilege I have of getting to know the moms of our varsity football players. These ladies have sacrificed and supported these young men so they can play football at this level. So this is our thank you to them. My guest this evening is the beautiful Latoya Holloman. Welcome, Latoya.
Thank you, Miss Bobby, for having me.
Okay, we're glad to have you here. Latoya is the mom to E.J. White, number 11, who happened to be our offensive player for the All Galley game. E.J. is an amazing athlete who has been on the varsity since he was a freshman. A truly gifted athlete who has the talent to go offense or defense. Now, Latoya, this is about you, and even though you and I had this interview before, a lot has happened since then, and EJ is now a senior. So let's catch up with the family.
Well, I was born in Hollywood, Florida, and I moved to Vero Beach about 20 years ago. I still work at Ocean Grill. I have 2 grandkids now. Good. I think I had one last time, and I have another one, a little girl. EJ is the knee baby of 4 out of 4 kids. I have my oldest boy, Zion. Zaria is my daughter, EJ. And then I have Makai, is the baby of the bunch.
And how many do you have living at home now?
3.
Okay. Okay.
And 2 grandkids.
You have a house full. Yep.
I have 2 out of school, 2 in school.
Okay.
Makai he plays football, basketball, and baseball.
And where is he in school?
And he's at Oslo Middle.
Oh, okay. You have a house full. You may not have all your own kids, but you got a house full. When you got grandkids, I know, believe me, there's always somebody there. And you're always cooking some kind of meal, I am sure. I know that EJ is a wide receiver, but we were also able to see some of his other abilities in the Algali game. Unfortunately, Algali lost their QB to an injury, and whoa, so did we, and was out for the rest of that game. It goes without saying, and I know you feel the same way, I hate seeing a player on either side get hurt. I really feel for the player as I do for the parents also. But I have to say, kudos to Coach Jay, who does a good job preparing the players for these situations. EJ stepped in as quarterback and did a phenomenal job. LaToya, you're sitting in the stands, and all of a sudden you realize that now EJ is the quarterback. Tell me how you felt about that.
Well, I don't like to see any of the players get hurt, but I am happy for the opportunity and confident that his ability to do the job, and he's an all-around athlete.
It is a little nerve-wracking, though, as the mom sitting in the stands, but like you said, you have a lot of confidence in him. You've seen him play for a long time. LaToya, you are very busy. Game day. Run us through a typical game day from morning until you return home after the game.
Well, we get ready in the morning for school. I drop off my youngest and my little cousins. Then I go to work. Once I get off, I go home, get prepared for the game, and we just wing it from there.
That's right. And preparing for the game can be a whole job.
Yes, it's a job, making sure I have everything.
Okay. And you're dressed right and you're ready to go in the spirit. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Once again, Bobby Paris.
My guest this evening is the beautiful LaToya Holloman. LaToya is the mom to EJ White, number 11. LaToya, because you all are so busy, it must be difficult to find time for a family night or day. Just the family, no interruptions. How do you make this happen? And just tell us how you deal with that.
Well, before the day ends, we come together and talk, or just to find out where everyone is at, see what's on their mind before the day is out.
Making sure everybody's okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's important, communication. I have heard that EJ has a verbal commitment to FSU. This is awesome. And I am partial to Tallahassee. Gary played for them back in the day, and we spent 4 great years there. You must be so excited about this. So tell us how this came about, and have you visited our capital city yet?
Well, he received an offer from them since freshman year, 9th grade. They have been in contact with him ever since. And every time we go up, it's like family. I feel confident with him being there, and they treat us like family, so I feel like he will be in good hands.
That's so important to know that your child is gonna be taken good care of, and I think that goes without saying. These coaches really have their heart, and it makes it easy when you know that your child is going to be taken care of, and the coaches have his best interest not only on the field but off the field. So Tallahassee, you're going to love it. You're going to get some cold clothes out though, because it does get cool up there, a little more seasonal than here. Now I have so explained my feelings on student athlete, with student being number one, because we know without the grades, no matter how talented you are, if you can't make the grades, you don't play. So how is EJ in the classroom?
EJ is very responsible, and then when it comes to his schoolwork, he gets it done. I don't have to worry.
That's great. Boy, that's nice. That is nice. And I see this with a lot of these players. They understand what it's going to take to get into college, and I think they take it serious. They have their head on, and kudos to them. EJ is a senior. He is a very talented athlete, and I imagine is pretty popular. And I don't want to embarrass him, but I'm sure there's a lot of girls knocking on the door. And getting ready to go off to a major college. As his mom, who knows him better than anyone, how do you keep him grounded? And do you require him to do chores and help out around the house?
He helps out around the house with chores, and he also has a part-time job. So he remains pretty humble.
Do you ever have to say, okay, EJ, let's talk?
Yeah, and he's looking at me like, okay.
Turn off the phone. All right. Yes. LaToya, as a mom of a high school athlete, what advice would you give to another mom whose child is playing sports in high school?
First, prayer and support. That's the main thing. And remain humble. Always keep an open line of communication, because home is a safe place.
That's right. Home should always be safe. That is great, great advice. Absolutely. LaToya, I always enjoy talking with you, as we are looking forward to watching EJ help his team to a winning season. And I'm sure you will all be in the stands loud and proud. Yes. So with that, we always say, Go Fighting Indians!
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this piece. I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
And we're just here for the sandwiches. That's what we're here for.
Sandwiches are great.
Yeah, they are. Hey, it's Paul Tipton along with Gary Paris, and we're working our ways towards the start of the second half. This is week 3 of high school football, and you've got Cocoa here tonight. And I'm going to give you an interesting stat line that may surprise you a little bit. 24-3. That is the score tonight. Vero Beach on top. And it has been from the opening kickoff, Gary, as Vero Beach went with a high pooch kick that Cocoa had trouble fielding. In fact, they didn't field it. Vero Beach fielded it, and we got the ball on a short porch. Now, we ended up settling for a field goal, but that was kind of like the momentum swing right off the bat, Gary.
Absolutely. You take any points you can get in a game, especially a team that's as quality of a caliber we play in tonight. You don't give them breaks. You can't afford to give them opportunities. They can turn this around just as quick as you, if anybody out there. They're good at this. They're good at it. They got a great coach. And but I like the way our Indians are playing. I like the way they're getting after it. And too many mistakes, too many penalties, but those are things that can be fixed.
All right, let's take a look at the Durfee's Heating and Cooling first half stats. 165 yards of offense for Vero Beach versus 59 for Cocoa. Stat lines for Vero Beach, 112 on the ground. And of course, E.J. White leading the way with 9 carries, 66 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. You've got White through the air, 8 of 12, 53 yards, and a touchdown. Interesting enough, Stenson has not had a catch tonight.
Wow.
And I'm not even sure if he's actually even been targeted tonight.
I don't think he has.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see him a little bit more in the second half. But then you've also got Crutchfield with the 99-yard pick 6. You've got Swanson with the 34-yard field goal that we just talked about. So offensively speaking and defensively speaking, the Indians are doing what they need to do to not only be in this ball game but to lead right now. So let's go down to the field and check in with the guys. All right, Derek, what did Coach have to say from the defensive side?
Well, anytime you have 10 points off of turnovers, you're really having a good half. Got the 3 kind of at the end of the half there, but all in all, pretty good message from Coach Mata. But the halftime message was, as you can imagine, guys, we got them right where we want them, but we've got to finish this off. So expect more good things from the defense in the second half.
All right, yeah. Well, we always do expect good things from that defense. Offensively speaking, 165 yards of total offense in the first half, Matt. A lot of that is because the defense and special teams set us up on short porches, so we didn't have a lot of yards to pick up to get into the end zone.
There's no doubt. Coach was very pleased with that first half. He actually brought over the defense a little bit early, because you get an offense side, defensive side, just to talk to the guys and really praise them from start to finish. He wasn't a little happy with the we had 2 mouthpieces out. He went to start the game and to end the half, but he wasn't happy about that. But everything in between, he was very pleased with. Offensively, he likes what he sees. He thinks that we can run the ball. He thinks we've got numbers on the outside as far as passing. So, he told the guys, he goes, hey, offense is there. Let's keep it going.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. We're going to get started with the second half in here in just a moment. We'll have more right after this.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to our partners, Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery in Vero Beach. Doctors Marcus Malone, Ron Robinson, and Kent Smiley love serving their patients and the community. Same-day and next-day appointments are available. More at VeroEliteOrtho.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
About to start the third quarter, and Vero Beach leading 24-3. Now Vero Beach won the toss at the beginning of the game. They elected to receive to start the third quarter, so we'll get set up here for Coco to kick off. Gonzalez has done a really good job both punting and kicking for the Coco Tigers. In fact, he's accounted for the 3 points for the Tigers here as he kicked a 45-yard field goal to end the first half of play and make the score 24-3. Now, Gary, I think what you're seeing a little bit of shift of personnel here. I think you got to be a little bit on edge here to make sure they're not going to try something funky like an onside kick here.
Yeah, they got nothing to lose. They're going to do everything. They may do fake punts. They may do all kinds of things, and they're going to make you play your game, and they're going to try to find a kink in the armor or chink, wherever they say in the armor.
Well, Gonzalez is going to line drive this one, and it's caught right at the one. They're going to reverse it. Oh, and they fumble on that. And, boy, that's going to – Indians trying to get out of a hole here. Oh, my goodness, this could have been totally disastrous as they tried to do a reverse and on the exchange fumbled the ball and will end up at the 10-yard line.
It looked like the exchange was okay, but the guy that receiving the exchange – didn't get the complete control of the ball, and I could not see his number.
So Vero Beach going to start back at their own 10-yard line.
That's the things that worry you as a coach. You let little things like that happen out there.
So here we go to start the third quarter. White at quarterback will have 3 receivers to his left, a single to the right. White pressured out. He's going to fling it downfield. He's got Stinson, but there is a flag, and this could be a defensive PI.
Holding on the defense. Be a holding, defensive holding. And he had him by the shoulder pad. You watch him, right, as he's going downfield. He's got a hold of him.
Yeah.
He just tried to slow him down, but I tell you what, that was close to being a big home run.
Let's check in with Derek.
Pretty good holding play by their number 1, because if he doesn't hold him right there, that's a touchdown.
I agree with you, Derek. That was almost a big play.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Vero Beach as they move up to the 20-yard line. Handoff, Hillsman. Jonathan off the right side to the 30. Race time, midfield. No one's going to catch him. And they got a flag down as Jonathan off to the races will score. This is coming back.
Unbelievable. I don't know that he held, but the official thought he saw it. And again, coaches, it did. Boy, he was off to the races on that. I'd like to see that one again. Oh, my goodness. This crew has not done a bad job every time we've gone back to look at it.
Oh, that was the replay of the pass play before that. But, yeah, wow. And you see the speed out of Hillsman?
Yes.
Wow. Unbelievable. So it negates the touchdown. They'll put the ball at the 42-yard line where it's first down and 10.
Boy, I tell you what, Coco has been benefited tonight of several calls.
Trips to the left side for Vero. Single on the right. Handoff again for Hillsman. I imagine Jonathan's probably a little gassed after that big run, but he still manages to get past the 45 to the 46.
Yeah, you can get about 5 yards on that. That's good. Anytime you can get 5 yards, that's positive in my opinion, and that's good. That's good for the running back there, especially after coming off an 80 or 89-yard run or whatever that was.
So it'll be second down. Ball at the 47-yard line of Vero Beach. They got a 24-3 lead. This drive started at the Vero Beach 10-yard line. Line up 3 on the left side, a single on the right. Melbourne's going to go in motion. EJ going to fire, looking for his receiver underneath. Turns it upfield. That's Crutchfield. Crutchfield stays on his feet past the 40 to the 38.
That's a little bit of a slip screen right there by the outside. Nice screen, nice block. You get your lineman out. You got an extra receiver blocking out there. You better forget a couple guys, and he was able to get it and cut up. It was like a middle screen, like almost there, but what a great job.
Picks up 20. Ball at the 37. Make it the 36. And that's a Frank Stewart, Tom Collins Insurance first down. Trips to the left side. EJ firing, finds Melbourne. Melbourne close to the 30.
I believe that may be Marcus's second catch all night. He made that one-handed catch and came back and made a first down. This one is, I think, his second catch, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had that one for 7 yards, that one-handed grab, and got his second catch right there. So now we're seeing Jordan Crutchfield, the hero from last week, into the ball game. And he's one-on-one on the left side. Trips to the right. Second down and 5. EJ, he's going to fire down the right side. Stinson there with a step. He's got it in the end zone. Xavier Stinson with a catch.
What a throw. What a catch. I'm going to tell you, great protection by that offensive line. They allowed that pocket to set. You saw the quarterback step up in it, threw the ball about 45, 50 yards downfield, and Stinson came up with the catch. He's a big, tall kid, went up, took it right over the shoulder for the touchdown.
That'll bring Swanson out to try the extra point. Bands off, set for the hold, puts it down. The kick is up, and it is down the pike. And it is now 31-3. Vero Beach with a commanding lead.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
90 yards in 5 plays and a 31-yard pass from E.J. White to Xavier Stinson. And Vero Beach extends the lead to 31-3. That is the McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive. 9:11 to go in the third quarter. Another high short kick, fair catch signal, at the 25-yard line.
And that's the perfect pooch kick right there. You don't mind giving them somewhere in that between the 20 and 30-yard, at 25-yard line. Good job by the kicker.
Yeah, that's Riley Swanson, I believe, on that
yeah.
kick. They've been alternating between Maurer and Swanson. Swanson primarily doing a lot of the field goal tries, and then Maurer primarily doing the punting, but then on kickoffs they alternate between the two. All right, so here comes Coco, down 31-3. Champ Smith at quarterback for the Tigers, going to hand off to the left side, and the Vero Beach defense still fired up.
You know what's fun is to have people from all over the country text us and say, hey, we got you. We got you. We're watching you. John Clark, a friend of ours, is up in Minneapolis, and John said, man, this has been fun. Give a shout-out to everybody.
That was Drayton on the tackle. 2nd and 3.
Whoa.
And a slip. Boy, Crutchfield was coming in to lay it out, but thankfully the runner went down on the slip.
I laughed because that's exactly what would have happened. He would have laid him out, and he slipped. And Crutchfield now, who just caught a nice screen pass on their last drive, is on defense over here. And he may be a little gassed. You know, this is hot, humid, but you got to have fun, man. This is what's the game is all about, having fun and winning.
Yeah, you got one of the Tigers down. Looks like
Cramps.
the typical cramp issue that you see when they're stretching him out. And, certainly feel for him on that. So Vero Beach next week will have its first district contest of the season as St. Lucie West Centennial will head to the Citrus Bowl here. Game time, 7 o'clock. Our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. with Countdown to Kickoff presented by Caps Pizza. Speaking of Caps, Gary and I will join Coach Jay at Caps Pizza on Tuesday night for Coach's Corner. Would love for you to join us out there. Get a chance to talk to Coach, and who knows, if you come out, we might even let you ask a question. Gary will give up his headset and let you talk to Coach.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So come on out.
All right, after the injury timeout, Coco now looking at a 3rd and 7. Smith out of the pocket. Oh, and it collapsed in a hurry. Here comes Bobby Burbick on a stunt.
Oh, my goodness. He twisted on that one. Got inside of Hendrickson on the other defensive lineman and just made a sack for a loss on that play. Wow.
That's going to force Gonzalez out for the punt. Townsend near midfield for Vero. Gonzalez will get a good punt away. Townsend's going to field it at the 43. Flag down. Townsend off the right side. Townsend with some jets to the 30. Down near the 25.
They got more flags on the field than anybody I've ever seen. And I think the one of them is against, Vero Beach for a holding or whatever those two are over there. On our side, it was a hold. And the one that's the worst one is the one that was the first one, naturally.
So second time tonight that a nice return by Townsend is negated.
I don't know. I mean, there was 3 flags for holding, so that's just something that you just can't let happen. I mean, you gotta. When you're holding. If you got a guy's jersey in your hand and you got an official right at you, you're going to get caught. Trust me, I was a veteran. I held almost every play, but I knew how to do it. I knew how to hold. These guys don't know how to hold.
I was just about to say, that sounded like the voice of experience right there.
Absolutely.
First down and 10. Indians up 31-3. 7.5 to go in this third quarter. White, keeper, up the middle. He's got a little bit of a lane. We'll get to the 45-yard line. That'll be very close to a first down.
Yeah, about a yard short. That's a good, nice little. He picks his hole. They have a running play. They call a running play, and then they'll add something else to it. And then what they'll do, that tells the lineman that the quarterback is going to keep it, or he has the option possibly to hand off to running back too.
Second down and 2. 4 receiver set for E.J. White at quarterback. White's looking to throw. Now out of the pocket, and it collapses on him and for the sack.
Yeah, that one is he doesn't have all that much time. He was looking. The wall up front caved in on him on that one there. They did a good job of getting to him. Brings up third and about 8 yards to go here, but that wall they had up there just broke down.
We're working our way towards 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Vero's looking at a 3rd and 8 from their own 38-yard line. White out of the pocket. He's thinking about running now. We'll get to the 40-yard line. Will not be enough for a first down, and we'll see what Coach Jay decides to do here on 4th down. It looks like punt time.
Yeah, again, he wanted to go deep, but they didn't give him enough time. They just didn't have enough time. So he thought he could scramble to his right and find some time downfield looking for one of the guys downfield. We had a couple guys open. The problem is the offensive line was collapsing in on them.
Maurer out to punt for Vero. Gets the snap. End over end punt, a little bit of a line drive. We'll take a couple of bounces out of bounds around the 26-yard line.
And they'll take a water break.
So will we. 5:07 here in the third quarter. Vero's up 31-3.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM. This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping.
Well, here we are. Coco's going to get the ball on first down. They're going to run off the left side. That run will get them to the 30-yard line. A nice 5-yard gain for the Tigers. Tigers are down 31-3 to your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Paul, Gary, Derek, and Matt here tonight for week 3. Smith steps up in the pocket, will slide down around the 32.
Now, see, these where the officials do not realize that where you gave yourself up is where the ball is. Once you gave yourself up, you can't get a slide or anything. when you gave it up, your body up to go down, that's where you got to mark it.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers at their own 31. Handoff off the left side, and it will be stopped short of the line to gain.
That was Phillip. He just KO'd the guy right there, and I believe the other one was Hendrickson. Both Hendrickson and Phillip made that hit there, brings up 4th down.
Coach Snyder going to go for it, down 31-3 late in the 3rd quarter. They need a couple of yards.
Crucial stop here. They got back. They didn't get called.
Now, timeout's going to be taken by Coco as they were trying to see if they could get Vero Beach to jump. They did not, so the play clock was down near 0. Timeout by Coach Snyder.
Yeah, they did. You can flinch as long as you don't break the plane. But most of the time, that's hard to do, Paul.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
It's hard to keep that momentum. You've got a 240 or 50-pound lineman there, and you're trying to stop on your momentum.
So the Tigers will be looking at a 4th down and 2 here after this timeout. Most likely,
they're going to punt.
They're going to punt this ball away. This time, they're going to send out Ramirez as the punter.
Ramirez may be one of these soccer style. I don't know. I haven't seen him. Nope.
Gets the punt away. Nice high towering punt. Takes a big Coco bounce. And out of bounds around the 35-yard line of Vero Beach. So it's been a series of punts, 2 by Coco and 1 by Vero Beach. Before that, Stinson with a 31-yard reception for the score that puts us here at 31-3. We still got 3:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and Vero Beach will get the ball for the 3rd time tonight in this 2nd half. So 1st down and 10 for Vero Beach. E.J. White leading the offensive unit, doing a great job with his 2nd start of the season. Trips to the left side. Keeper by White off the right side. E.J. shifting his way to the 41.
Yeah, that was a good job. Good lead block out there by the wide receivers and the linemen. Then you get a pickup block by your running back that gives you that seam. He picks up about 7 yards.
Looking at a 2nd down and 4. Indians content to just let the clock roll here. There's 2.5 to go in this 3rd quarter. White, quick pass out right side. Down the sideline for the 1st down is Hillsman.
Little swing pass. They designed that right there. They were going to let him swing. You saw Stinson out there blocking, and the Banzaf went out and he blocked his guy, and he was able to get that 1st down on that swing pass.
Picks up 9, and that is a Frank Stewart, Tom Collins Insurance 1st down at midfield for Vero Beach. Inside 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Play action, little swing pass for Woods. He could not hang on to it.
That's a couple of them tonight, and that's uncharacteristic for him. But that's a couple passes that he has dropped tonight, and he's a good athlete. We know what he's a sophomore. He's a good kid, good. But you got to make those catches in these games like this.
I agree, Gary. I think part of it is he's trying to already look up field to see where he can go. And just, as the saying is, you got to keep your eye on the ball.
Second down and 10 from midfield. Handoff's going to go with Hillsman. He bounces to the left side. Jonathan pushing his way close to the 35-yard line. That will be enough for a first down.
That's great job blocking by that offensive line. How about Champ Smith? We haven't called his name, but he's been blocking all day. Romeo Vargas, they're on the right side. He's the right tackle.
Yeah, he pulled.
And the right guard is Champ, and Big Corbin right there is the center, and we got Quentin Dames and Eli Rojas. Man, these guys are fantastic tonight so far.
How about, imagine what that looks like, Gary, when a 6'6" guy at 300 pounds pulls and coming at you.
No way.
First down and 10. We'll check to the sideline here. We got trips to the right side. Inside a minute to go in this third quarter. White, keeper, right side, through the hole, down around the 25-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
I tell you what, again, right between Champ Smith and Romeo Vargas on that side over there with a running back leading it up there for you, and that gives you an opportunity to pick up another first down.
Picks up 12. .25 seconds and counting left in the third. Coming down to 15 seconds. Three receivers set up to the left side. 5 seconds. They may just let this. No, they're going to take the snap. Hand off to Hillsman off the right side. Hillsman turns it upfield. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Jonathan Hillsman. 25-yard run.
How about the hurdle over the tackler? Kept his balance, got hit there at the line at the end zone, and carried himself into the end zone. What a great play. Just a great athlete doing what he does best.
Wow. Great job of running by Jonathan Hillsman. Took the right edge, cuts back, goes through two defenders, would not be denied, and lunges for the end zone.
That's all Mr. Hillsman.
Swanson. Kick is good. 38-3 at the end of the third quarter. What a way to put an end to a quarter with a touchdown run for 25 yards by Jonathan Hillsman. Fourth quarter action coming up. Vero Beach leads 38-3.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Storr from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here in a former fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians.
6 plays, 65 yards. Jonathan Hillsman, 25-yard run, and Vero Beach has extended the lead 38-3 as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. And once this quarter gets started, it will go pretty quick. Just about 12 minutes and change here because we might have a timeout or two, maybe, but it will be a running clock here as Vero Beach has got to a 35-point lead. Maurer is going to kick this high. Fair catch called at the 23-yard line. So the clock, Gary, now will continue unless there's a timeout.
Yeah, and again, I don't know that unless you have now the clock will stop because they got an injury. I'd have drug them to the sideline. Vero Beach. Come on, let's go. I'll carry you. We can't let the clock stop, man. I'll carry you. Sounds mean, but that's what you're thinking. Man, we get this.
Yeah, it does sound kind of mean. I got to tell you.
That's football.
11 minutes and 30 seconds.
Is that our Matt Paris we hear on the sideline talking about our guard pulling around?
So, again, can't tell if this is just cramps or maybe a little bit more than that. Is AJ doing some stretching over there? Almost looks like a chiropractic adjustment over there.
That was Malachi Reed, the young man, tall, lanky young man. He's going off the field on his own.
Well, we'll get the clock restarted here in just a moment. Got 11:30 on the clock at the moment. Quick pass, right side. That'll get to the 30-yard line, where it'll be second down. And I do believe now we're Trenton Washington at quarterback for Cocoa. A little pass on the right side this time. That'll be enough for a first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37.
You can't stop the clock. That official is trying to stop the clock, and you can't. Even if you run them out of bounds, you cannot stop the clock.
That's going to be enough for a first down for Cocoa. Handoff left side. Shake a couple of tackles. We'll get to the 40-yard line. Second down coming up. Vero Beach will have Centennial here next Friday night at the Citrus Bowl. Game time at 7 o'clock. And then after that, it's a bye week for the Fighting Indians. And then after the bye week, Vero Beach will go on the road to take on Fort Pierce Central, who's seemingly playing some really good football right now. Washington going to fire over the middle of the field, and it will go incomplete.
It's going to be strange for me because we have an open date. Tomorrow we play North Carolina A&T in Orlando, UCF. Then we have an open date coming in. So we got North Carolina after that.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Third down and 7 for the Tigers. Washington out of the pocket to the left. He's thinking about running, and probably should have maybe thrown it.
Yeah, that's a good job by the defense. As
Lockhart makes the tackle.
Lockhart comes from his linebacker position and makes that tackle right there. Good job by him. Fourth down.
Coach Snyder's leaving the offensive unit out on the field. Twin receivers on either side. And now whistle will stop play. It looks like a sideline warning.
You stop the clock. You can't just blow them back. Ryan Snyder said, "Come on."
Fourth down at the 42. Washington fires over everybody's head, and that'll fall incomplete. Turnover on downs.
That was like, okay, Washington says, no, I'm not going to take a hit like that. I'm going to let that ball sail.
So the offensive unit for Vero
We're going to have a whole bunch of names now.
Yeah, well, should see a wholesale change here, most likely.
Landon
Kaler out at quarterback.
Yeah. This big center will be Shadrach Washington.
Bands off. Melbourne in the ball game. Dag Bolin.
Stenson
still in the ball game.
Yeah.
Looks like Jarvis Jacobs in the ball game too, over on the far side.
No, I don't think so. I don't.
That's a 13.
What is a 13? I thought his collarbone.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, you're right.
Kaler going to send Melbourne in motion towards the left side. It's going to be a handoff. Dag Bolin, and he got caught for about a 1-yard loss.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You got to have all your blocks. That time the lineman did not pick him up, and he picked our guy up for a 2-yard loss.
Tremaine Wells with the tackle for Coco. Be a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12. We're at 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Another handoff. Dag Bolin trying to shake off a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and Dag Bolin showing some strength, able to push his way for about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, that was all on himself right there, man. He had Eli Rojas out there helping him on that play, but that was it. That's all he had, and he got that on his own.
Yeah, get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Banzoff, little shuffle pass off the right side, turning it upfield, and Banzoff with a little burst of speed.
May have the first down.
I believe he got the first down. Way to go, Austin.
Yeah, he's had that's a little catch right there. He has about 4 catches tonight.
I think so.
Yeah, good job.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10. Indians will line up 4 receivers. Melbourne's going to go in motion. Handoff, Dag Bolin cuts it back up the middle. Dag Bolin shaking off a couple tackles and gets to the 25.
Good job. He's backup running back, getting a chance to play out here and show what he can do. And he's a nice kid, a young man you like. I like him. I've been remembering that chance to talk with him a little bit.
So Austin Banzoff, 4 catches tonight for 58 yards. Doing a good job on the offensive side. Down to 4:40 to go in this fourth quarter. Banzoff in motion, gets another shuffle pass, working around the right side, turns it up. And he might have enough for the first down there. I think he did. Yeah.
You remember Reggie Miller when we used to, not Reggie, I think in basketball, Charlie Miller. Here I go again.
Yeah.
That's twice I did that. At Caps, I call him Reggie. Charlie Miller was the little shuffle pass guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. He could get around that end faster than anybody.
Well, that's going to put us at the 20-yard line. So there is a red zone alert brought to you by Hummingbird Care Services. .350 and counting, fourth quarter. Handoff, Dag Bolin slides through a couple of defenders and gets close to the 15.
That is that's good running there. That's good for him. I see Rojas is coming out of the game right now. And in there is Dale Mason, it looks like, number 51.
Clock's at 3:19. The score 38-3. Vero Beach has led from the start. Three minutes to go. Kaler looking at a 2nd down and 7. Little handoff. Dagbolin bounces off one tackle, turns it upfield. Dagbolin pushing his way towards the 10-yard line.
Wow. He does. He has a lot of grit. That is unbelievable. He's close to another, about 2 yards short, and he's a junior, so we got him back next year.
So they'll spot that at the 11-yard line, where it's 3rd and 2. Well, you know, this second unit would love to get a touchdown.
Absolutely. Wouldn't you? You daggone right. I would love it. I'm loving it for them, even though it made people say, well, you run it up. No, let your second unit have a shot.
2:10 and counting. 3rd and 2. Kaler on the keeper. Kaler gets past the 10-yard line. That should be enough for a first down.
I didn't see that coming, but he did get the first down, 1st and goal.
So that's a Frank Stewart, Tom Collins Insurance first down, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 9. 1:45 and counting. Coming up, Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. Matt will talk to one of our assistant coaches. Derek will have our Scott Sporting Good players of the game, and Gary and I will select the Midas of Vero Beach play of the game. Want to thank HBS Glass, our quarter sponsor for the 4th quarter. With the running clock, it's hard to get to any commercial breaks, so we'll just do a live read.
Yeah.
How about that?
Those people are good people.
Thank Rob and all the gang at HBS. Is Kaler now just going to take a knee on 1st and goal? And it is victory formation for the Fighting Indians, who are going to walk away tonight with a 38-3 over Cocoa.
And I don't think many people in the state of Florida saw this coming.
I would have to agree. I was one of them. I did not see a win like this coming for Vero Beach, as that should do it. One last knee, and both teams will head to their respective sidelines and get set for a handshake. And the the party is on here at the Citrus Bowl as Vero Beach now improves to 3-0 on the season. Gary and I got a lot to talk about when we get back for our Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. Indians win tonight, 38-3. This is Fighting Indians football.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians postgame show, presented by Roy Bell Grading Services.
Well, the Fighting Indians are now 3-0 thanks to a win over Cocoa tonight here at home, 38-3. Welcome to the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show. And I always love doing the postgame show on a win, and what a win it was tonight. The defending 2A state champion that has gone three-peat came into this, and we weren't sure, honestly, what the real outcome would be. I mean, we had high hopes that Vero Beach could possibly walk away with a win. Did not see this kind of win coming. Maybe the coaching staff did. In fact, one of our coaches is standing by with Matt Paris, so let's send it down on the field and check in with Matt.
Guys, I'm down here with Coach Ray Hall, defensive back coach, defensive guru down here. Coach, let me throw this stat to you. That's the first time since 2015, 10 years, that Cocoa has been held to single digits. 15 years. That's the first time you guys did that tonight.
Wow, that's awesome. That's something to be proud of. There's such a traditionally great program with a great coach and a great staff. And so to be able to do that is definitely a good feeling and a testament to our kids all week of working hard. And execution was the big talk of the week was to execute all week long. As we weren't executing to the level that we're capable of. And so there was a big focus on execution, and tonight we definitely did a lot better. And
you certainly did, Coach. From the first game till now, we talk about alignment, assignment, but those guys you had back there was like blood in the water, and they were going hard.
Yeah, no doubt. We're a physical football team. We were talking about that, and all these guys, our first 3 or 4 games that we've had, including the preseason, our kids have played just physically tough. It hasn't been the best execution, but it hasn't been a lack of physicality. So to be able to combine that with the execution and being where you're supposed to be, I think was definitely the difference of the game. We played fast tonight, and we got to build upon that and even clean a few more things up.
Absolutely. Coach, how about Crutchfield? Last week he does it on offense. This week he does it on defense.
Yeah. We got to keep his head a little bit in check here. No, he's a good kid. You would never know he did what he did last week, and he's a humble kid, and he's such a great player. He's very as talented as he is physically. He's very cerebral, and he knows the game, feels the game, sees the game. His instincts are tremendous, and anytime he gets the ball in the hands, it's pretty special. I was glad on defense. They stole him. We came into practice on Monday morning, and he's in a white jersey. And our defensive coaches are going, hey, hold up now, And so he practiced a lot this week on offense just to kind of get, caught up a little bit with some things. But he's such a great player and very talented.
Coach, your front seven dominated tonight. What was it that you guys saw that you thought you could be able to do that?
So, we're athletic. Our kids are quick. Again, relentless, I think, is, a great quality that our team has. I thought Duke, our number 0, played his best game of the year. He was feeling fast, down, strong. Was super excited about that. We got a lot of confidence and a lot of depth in that front seven of how they can move and play. I thought Lance Stone was, physical. Our Spurs on the outside were just an all-around team defense. We felt coming in meetings that we could do a couple things on defense, simplify it, and kind of, give them some different reads and give the QB and the coach on the sideline, some different looks, and we were able to pull that off tonight.
You certainly were. Let's switch to the other side, Coach. Talk about that offense and EJ just running the show. How special is that?
Hey, what a great resource to have on this team. Freshman year, he's my starting corner. Now he's a starting quarterback. He started at receiver. He's played on both sides of the ball. He's a gamer. He's tough. He's smart. He wants it. And a few weeks ago, we talked to him about, hey, EJ, you're going to have to, do some work. We can't have we're not feeling sorry for ourselves. We got to go out and play and compete. And he just was, Coach, I got you, to everybody. Just like, let's get it. He's kind of embraced that, and he's gotten better each and every day. Each game he's played, each snap he's played, practice, just things have gotten better. John, the O-line, the receivers, you can't say enough about our offense. And when they get moving and they get clicking, they're fun to see.
They certainly are. Coach, how about the third phase, the special team, starting off, getting the ball on a little pooch kick? I think you're in charge of that, aren't you?
Yeah, tonight I'll claim it. Usually I'm getting chewed out for kicks going out of bounds or kick return, but we've worked hard on our special teams, and we put a little more focus into it, and so to be able to steal a possession early in the game was great. I can't wait till Sunday's meeting with the head coach, because usually I'm getting chewed out in those meetings. But, I thought our kickers were tremendous today. Our coverage team has kind of embraced that. They were salivating to get down there. So very, very happy. Our punt was good. We had a couple punt returns, got called back, but we put a lot of emphasis in special teams as well this week, and I think that showed on the field tonight.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win. Look look forward to next week. We'll see you then.
Likewise. Appreciate you guys. Always lots of love to you, lots of blessings to you, and the two handsome guys up in that booth, you know. I wish you nothing but the best and many blessings. Thank you, Doc.
All right. Love you, Bubba.
All right. Well, Coach Ray Hall, it's always fun to talk to him, especially when his special teams have done a great job like they did tonight.
And he's got to be happy with his defensive backs, the way they've covered and the way they attacked. Like he said, they were aggressive. They were there. They tried everything. They knew they were going to spread the ball out, try to make a running game out of the short passing. And, boy, they just flat dominated.
Yes, they did. It was a good all-around performance by the Fighting Indians tonight as they win the ball game 38-3 over Cocoa. What does that mean for Vero Beach going forward? We're going to talk about that as the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show continues after this.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
Here is the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show. Paul and Gary here with you tonight, and it's time now to find out who is our Scott Sporting Good players of the game for offense and defense. So we head back down to the field. We check in with Derek D.
Down here with our offensive player of the game, my friend Champ Smith. Champ, talk about the ball game tonight. Great win for our program, I thought, tonight.
Yes, sir. Like you said, it was a great win. Both sides were clicking, all special team. We did make a little bit of mistakes, but, you know, we came out here, we executed. We didn't get down on ourselves when we made mistakes. We bounced back even better and put 38 points on the board and kept them 3. So defense played a good game, too, and offense.
Absolutely, absolutely. I noticed there are a lot of changes on the offensive line tonight, and I really felt like that really paid dividends in the second half.
Oh, yes, sir. I feel like we kind of made a strong side to the offensive line, but moving from tackle to guard, I feel like it helped us a lot. You know, just me, Eli, Corbin, Q, Rome, all 5 of us just sticking together and just pounding the ball. It was great.
Speaking of moving from tackle to guard, what's the difference for you? It looked like you were doing getting on your horse there in the second half and pulling, doing some good things.
Yes, sir. It's a lot more running, I'll tell you that. I'm about to be out there about to huff and puff, but it's a lot more running. It's good. You get to hit people a lot more, which I like. So I kind of like a guard a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
That's fantastic. We got a lot of folks in Vero listening at home. Wasn't able to be here tonight, or maybe some people on the road. We've had some people call in from Minnesota. What do you want to say to Vero Nation all around the United States tonight?
Shout out to Vero Nation. Y'all are bigger supporters. I love y'all, man. Shout out Vero Nation. Let's go.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Champ. Thank you. Out here also with our defensive player game, Javaris Drayton. Coach talked a lot about execution this week. How do you feel like your defense got executed tonight?
I felt like my defense, we had a great week of practice, so we came out here and executed. We came out here and showed us what Vero Beach football really looks like.
Absolutely. You know, we were given a stat with Coach in the coaching interview. This is the first time since 2015 that Cocoa, who's won, I think, back-to-back state championships, has been held to without a touchdown, 3 points. Has to feel good with a total defensive effort tonight.
Yeah, it feels pretty good that we could hold them to only 3 points. Felt like it's just amazing. I'm just blessed, like, that we won 2-time state championship and we beat them. That's amazing.
Amazing. Tells a lot about our team. Now, talk about your play tonight. I logged you at 7 tackles and 3 of them for loss. You have to feel real good about the role that you played tonight.
Yeah, it felt great. With practice, at practice, I was locked in all week, ready to come out here and show my talents and get my name out there more.
Absolutely. Now, talk about how a win like this can help you when you kind of get ready for our district.
It can help us by making our name get higher up in the ranks and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Now, we have a lot of people listening online, a lot of people from all over out of state listening online tonight. Anything you want to say to Vero Nation that are listening at home right now?
Vero Nation, we love y'all.
Amen. Amen. All right, guys, back to you. Thank you.
All right, that is Jarvis Drayton, and along with Champ Smith for Vero Beach, not the quarterback, but our offensive tackle, as our Scott Sporting Good players of the game. All right, Gary, let's turn our attention to the Midas of Vero Beach play of the game.
Oh, let me think. Oh, my goodness.
Here we go.
Oh, that 99-yard return.
Yes.
Was that the one you were thinking of, too?
It's exactly what I was thinking.
You can't get 100, but you can get 90.
No, you can get 100.
Well, yeah.
You're thinking about the kickoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that state record will stay that state record for a long time, the 102 on the kickoff, yes. But an interception, oh, yeah. Yeah.
What a play. That ball, the way he had to, it bounced around, and then he had his hands on it. He bobbled it.
Yeah.
And turned and ran 99 yards.
Another example of a guy who wanted the ball.
Yeah,
he did it last week. He just takes the ball away from everybody.
Hey, give me another touchdown. I mean, that was a fantastic ball. Was deflected. He had it in his hands. He bobbled it. Then he recovered it, and then boom, he was gone.
Well, and it came in such a crucial moment, too, of the game because
we
had just turned the ball over on an interception of our own.
Yes.
And they were on the move, Coco was. And then all of a sudden, deflection. He's got the ball in his hands, and he's off to the races, and nobody was going to catch him.
Well, that's what Derek calls him, crutch. And
he did.
He came through again, and oh, wow, what a great play, though.
Yeah, so a 99-yard interception return for a touchdown is our Midas of Vero Beach play of the game. All right, Gary, now we didn't really talk about this because, honestly, I did not want to mention this going into this game. But coming into this ball game for the class of 7A, Vero is in the 3rd spot. They are ranked 3rd. This win tonight is going to definitely send a message. What does that say to you?
Well, it says that we got to be prepared to play our best ball game every time we go out. Everybody's aware of us now. You're not going to sneak up on somebody, and when you just beat Coco and you beat Buchholz and you beat all the others that you face, your Galley and all like that. So they know you're out there now. So you got to play your best ball. You got to play more discipline. You've got to do the things that you got to be able to coach practices with you. You know, our team is a good team, but it's a team because the 11 guys on defense play together. It's a team because 11 guys on offense make things happen. The quarterback today had a great job running, EJ did, and because the line blocked, running backs blocked, wide receivers blocked. I mean, it was just fun to watch all that happen. So, to me, there was like 22 stars out there tonight having fun, and they made a name for themselves tonight. The rest of the state, the problem is now, they're woke up. Everybody around here is going to know Vero Beach now. I mean, we're not going to walk in and say, oh, we're the little, no, everybody knows that you're a good team.
The target just got a lot bigger.
Target just got bigger.
Yeah, it certainly did. All right, for Coco, they've got to regroup now. They've got some interesting ball games ahead of them. They go to Heritage in Palm Bay. They also have to face O'Galley at home, and then they've got Miami-Norland down in Miami. That's their next 3 ball games. So Coach Snyder's got his work cut out for him as he's got to get this team regrouped and ready to play. They're not out of the chase for the state title at this point. It's just one game that they've lost. It's not a district contest or anything like that. So there's still plenty of opportunities for the Tigers to regroup and get back on track.
That's their second game.
Yes.
They lost the main one.
Well, that's true. That's what I'm saying. But after a loss like that, yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, I'm sorry.
They can regroup.
They can regroup, and they will. He's that good a coach.
Yes.
You don't win 3 state championships in a row and not be a good coach.
Absolutely. So it's going to be tough work for them, but, with a coach like Coach Snyder, I think, these guys can get regrouped, refocused, and ready to go. All right, I'm going to throw some numbers out at you here, Gary, because we got our Durfee's Heating and Cooling final stats of the night. For the Tigers, in the first half, they had a total of 59 yards of offense.
Absolutely. We thought that was great.
Yeah, for our defense, right?
Yes,
yeah, okay,
yes.
Great. All right. Second half and total numbers for the night of offense, 77 yards.
What?
77.
19 yards or yards of total offense in the second half? Wow.
Yes.
Now that I didn't see.
Yeah, I did not see that coming either.
Didn't see that one coming either.
So, yeah, it was just, only 6 first downs for the Tigers through the ballgame.
That's just a dominant defense, well coached, just like an orchestra. They played everything together well. It was well done. It was really, really good. I thought I'd throw a little music in there for you. You like music.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Alrighty.
All right. So for Vero Beach, they finished with a total of 361 yards of offense tonight. You've got 229 of that on the ground. You got 132 of that through the air tonight. EJ was 12 of 17 for 117 yards on the night. Now, if you want to pick apart some things, he did have a couple interceptions tonight. Okay, so we got to clean that up a little bit. But other than that, look, he threw the ball around to a lot of different guys. He's got 6 different guys that caught balls tonight. He's got 2 of them that caught touchdowns tonight. So, it was a good all-around performance for the Fighting Indians. They had 14 first downs on the night.
The thing that impressed me was Hillsman. We said before the game, he's got to open up. We got to allow him to get into the running game.
Yep.
We know he can catch that little swing pass, and he goes down the field real well. But his running game had to open up, and it did tonight. He looked like the Hillsman we knew from 2 years.
Boy, that one run play that got called back on the penalty. My goodness.
Yes.
Exactly. That really showed you a lot there, Gary. The speed. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that was impressive. It's such a shame that play technically does not exist.
Oh, I know. You're right.
Yeah, it's really bad. All right, my friend. Well, we get to put this one in the books. It's going to be a fun conversation with Coach on Tuesday because we got to win.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now we get to turn our attention to our first district contest. It's St. Lucie West Centennial that'll be here next week.
And you got to be ready for them. You have to be ready for Centennial. They know what they're going to prepare hard tonight.
Of course.
And then this week for us. They're going to prepare hard. They know it's a tough game. We cannot take it and think that, we're just going to run over these guys.
Correct.
We've got to execute. We've got to do the things that they did well tonight on the field.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Hey, we want to thank our executive producer of Christian FM Sports is John Hamilton. Our studio engineer is Jacqueline Tipton. Our field engineer, Stephen Tipton. Our video producer is Brian Lewis. We want to thank our camera guys. It is Ashton Curry, Sebastian Bois, Jeremy Fiamma, and Don Dexter with stats, Bobby Paris with our interviews, Derek and Matt on the sidelines, Gary, of course, up here with me in the box. We thank you for joining us as always. Good night, God bless, and go Indians.